throw it down. Got nothing to lose. Yeah, we fighting tonight. I'm fighting tonight. I am here to fight my own shadow. So let's get it going. Oh wait, hang on. There we go. Welcome everybody. I thought I shut you up. God damn, hang on. Why is... Oh, I need a producer. There. Hello, Busker, Frank, Moose, Plasma, my staunchest supporters. I can't think of 4 people I most would like to see or expect to see. So here's what's happening tonight. I was going to do the satyr character, which... Watch this, y'all. Look what I came up with. Hang on. Let me share. Look at this. Look at my dude. This is what I'm going for. It's getting close. He's coming. I'm going to postpone him, though, because something else came up. I had a conversation this morning with Moose, and it was a good conversation. I think it was heartfelt, and I think we covered a lot of ground, and I think we solidified a lot of things. But he also brought up some things that I was not aware of, that I was hearing for the first time. And I take things from Moose a little more seriously than from other people because he has a different level of credibility with me. And it was along the lines of reasons why people may not want to work with me and reasons why people may not want to come to the stream anymore. And it has to do with personality traits, some of my little ways, the shadow. See, that's what I'm talking about, Frank. This right here, I'm already having that effect. I'm making people want to throw up in their mouth, all that kind of stuff. And I don't do like a open, what is this called? Open floor show? What do they call it? Open forum? There's a word for it. They do it at work. Like a listening session, but they call it something. Anyway, I don't do those often because I assume people are just going to tell me in the moment. If they got something to say to me, they're just going to tell me. That I don't have to do a special session for people to give me feedback and criticism. But after talking today, I think it's good to do that. I think there's there's probably people out there that have criticisms or constructive feedback that they may want to give me or have been wanting to give me and maybe felt I wasn't open to it. One of the things that came up is my stubbornness and my rigidity. And I can think of 2 places right away that comes from. Cajuns are notoriously stubborn. Everybody I grew up with was stubborn, hard-headed. We even had a word for it, tête dure, in Cajun French, and difficile, difficult. So the personality trait is so enduring and so frequent in my culture that we even have specific words to describe it. So definitely, probably if you went to South Louisiana, you'd encounter a lot of other people, including my family. And you'd say, man, they act just like, man, they're stubborn just like Jeff. Man, those Cajuns, they're as hard-headed as Jeff. So some of it, not excusing it, I'm just trying to give context for it to maybe bring a little understanding into where some of that rigidity is coming from. Autism, notorious. If you look up the symptoms of autism, rigidity is going to be in there. We get when something locks in our brain, it's very hard. We don't have the cognitive neuroplasticity, like the flexibility that neurotypicals have. So when something locks in our brain, it's it gets locked in that version, and it's very hard for us to like switch. It takes a lot of effort. It's like turning an oil tanker or a barge around in the middle of a river. It's not a just a smooth little quick shift. So some of it is cognitive, like neurobiological. Again, not excusing it. But you might encounter that from autistic people and Cajun people. Even being stubborn, I'm not going to deny, I'm not going to try to gaslight and pretend, oh, I'm not stubborn. Y'all just don't understand me. I'm stubborn. I'm strong willed, very strong willed. That's why most people don't fuck with me because I'm going to go to the mat. And one of us is coming out of that cage, and it's not going to be you. Um, I'm all of that. I was a difficult child. I did what I wanted. I was very hard to like rein in and tame. I'm part feral. So that's one of them. But something kept coming up about previous coworkers that worked with me. And that's really what I want to address because I am trying to find new collaborators and I want to do it right. I really do. I want to do it openly. I'm here to build trust with you. And I want to do that. I believe in transparency. My mantra is transparency creates trust. I try to be as open, as transparent as I possibly can in the hopes that that will gain me some credibility with you. I think I've been consistent over time if you watch the streams. So the first coworker I had, the first main coworker is Chris, and that lasted for a while. And we kind of had a third coworker in there that was a trans anarchist something. And we were a good little trio for a while, and then some weirdness happened that I wasn't aware of, kind of behind the scenes, that was building up. But again, I think this might have been Moose's point. They weren't communicating with me. They were letting it build up, and it was like issues they were having with me and working with me, but they weren't telling me. They were going around telling other people, but they weren't letting me be part of the solution. And eventually, the way it happened on stream, and everybody can watch it. The coworker himself, I mean the co-host himself, was going through some stuff, and he was noticeably deteriorating on stream. He was showing up lethargic, almost non-functional, unshaven, ungroomed. You can see the transition over time, and I kept identifying it on stream and talking about self-care and how important it is to take care of yourself and is there anything I can do and help and all of that stuff. So I was trying to address it as it happened. And it built up, it blew up, and Moose was around for that part. And Moose was one of the people that kind of watched it happen and was noticing the same thing. And so I'm not sure if I had a role in that. It sounds like I was part of the reason that he didn't. Frank, you were around too. That I was part of the reason the communication broke down, although I wasn't aware because it wasn't being communicated to me because of something about me. But Moose, I hope you know or don't like, because you were there for it. At the time, it didn't seem like you thought it was on my end. It seemed like we were all seeing it happen on Chris's end. So I want to make sure that in your criticism, you're not turning it around like I was the reason the Chris thing happened. So then after Chris, I was solo again for a while, and that's about the time Moose showed up about the time that the Chris thing started to go downhill. And then Moose kind of was one of the people that kind of stepped in, not necessarily as a co-host, but as a collaborator. He would show up regularly, he would contribute, he would promote the channel, he would help keep it going. He was there through the Chris drama, and he was kind of a source of support and sanity. I don't think that's what it was though. At least at, I don't because when Moose showed up, when he first showed up, the Chris thing really hadn't started happening yet. So it's not like he smelled blood and showed up. It was a pretty healthy stream at the and it was around the time I remember Chuck was around too. So I associate Moose and Chuck together. And um so we kind of kept the stream going with just a group of regulars for a while, and then Joe showed up, and me and Joe were like collaborators for a while, and I don't know what happened with Joe. Whatever it was happened on stream. Everybody saw the same thing I did. I don't have any extra information other than what we all saw. He dropped off. He sent me one message saying he didn't want to do the show anymore. That's it. He didn't say why. We didn't talk since. So I'm sure it was something about me. Nobody said anything at the time. Mike was kind of a regular, maybe not collaborator, but he was one of the regulars on this channel that showed up and helped carry the stream. And everybody saw recently how that ended. And again, I don't think it was me. But maybe it is something about. So this stream is to address all of that. It's I don't want to be the person that people don't feel like they can't communicate with or say things around. I don't want to be the person that's difficult to work with. I don't want to be the heavy. Another thing that came out is that it goes back to that rigidity. I draw. Yes, and once again, Moose was one of the people that was trying to encourage me to see that Joe was not the most exciting co-host. So if the Chris thing fell apart, Moose was one of the people that was trying to convince me it was a good thing. And if the Joe thing fell apart, Moose was also seemed like he was supporting me and seeing that Joe was not. So if it was me, they seemed to be coworkers that Moose also agreed needed to go anyway. So even if I was the reason it happened, it seemed like it was a good thing, at least at the time, was what I was being told. So it's to clear all of that up, and it's to give all of you a chance. This is not chit chat night. The bar is not open. This is a serious conversation to move forward. Moose has been going around wrapping things up with his people and getting some closure and maybe getting some healing started. I'm never going to knock that. I don't ever think that's a bad thing. I think it strengthens community always, even if it doesn't last, even if it's fake. It hurts nothing to try. And this is kind of my version of that. So this is to get all the issues out, whatever I may have said or done in the past, whatever criticisms you have of me. There was also Philip, and that did end kind of on stream publicly because of just class of personalities, a lot of it mine. So I'm willing to own a lot of this. I'm just, like I said, if I'm not made aware of it at the time, it's hard for me to see it. And that's why I tell everybody, if you have a problem with me, the best time to confront me about it is when it's happening, so I can see it in like as concretely as possible. If you wait 2 weeks and then try to tell me about the thing from 2 weeks ago, I'm not gonna get it as much, and I'm gonna wonder why you didn't just tell me 2 weeks. Like, why did you sit on this for 2 weeks? So that's what this is tonight. One thing we do on the stream is face our shadows, and hearing what other people have to say, whether you agree with it or not, is part of facing that shadow. Because people, we see ourselves in each other, we see our shadows in each other. So whatever they're seeing in me, some of it could be part of them, but I still have to take in the information and figure out what how much of it applies to me or not. I think that's a responsible thing to do. Yeah, King Philip. And if you can think of any others, because I have the reputation for, but it's not like the I go through a co-host a month. These are pretty stable situations that either gradually or suddenly ended. Um, the Chris thing I saw coming, and I tried many times to turn it around on the stream, and the Joe thing was out of the blue. Although I think there was something building up. If you go back and watch over the streams before that. And like I said, I don't pick up if there's like little things under the surface going on. I'm not going to pick up on that. I rely on people to verbally tell me things. That's why I look for two things in people when I'm building trust. People that can be very direct. You don't have to spare my feelings. Don't babysit my feelings. You don't have to hold back for fear you're going to hurt me or make me angry or anything. I can handle my feelings. I would rather just have what you have on your mind. And the ooh, excuse me. Um, yeah, we had that little Sunday show for a while, and then there was kind of a breakdown on. But Philip and I we had a history of that, so I wasn't unprepared for that to happen. All right, hang on. There we go. All right, the link is pinned. We got a panel, or at least the panel is open. Okay, Busker, if you come up, it has to be to talk about something about the channel. If you have criticism or advice or suggestions, because I want to leave the space clear for those conversations today. So I'm going to let you on. But this one is a focused stream.
Hello.
Welcome, sir.
I just had a thought about your channel. Back when you had Chris on, right? There was also King Stephen showing up, right?
For a
And
little tiny window, but it didn't take me long to figure him out. And
I have a feeling that that kind of skewed everything because King Stephen would save video of your stream with his wife with her panties up her ass crack or something, dude, and walking around while everything's should be blurred, but it wasn't. And he kept showing that on his channel.
well, I was his whole content for his show for a long time. My
Yeah,
stream was his content every
exactly.
episode. That's all he would do was watch my stream and comment
Yeah,
on it.
yeah. He would rape your stream and take all your shit. And
Which I don't mind. Like if people are that devoid of their own content that they have to use mine, that all that does is get my brand
now
out there.
I wonder my thought is, but I don't know if it's the right timeline. I wonder if that's what made Chris not want to get along with this or something, or maybe it's one of
No,
the
the
things.
Chris thing was all Chris. It was just the shit going on in his personal life that he
Yeah.
wasn't handling. That everybody that watched the stream could see the effect it was having on him, and he wasn't taking care of any of it. It was 100% Chris.
So I mean, he didn't know about the fact that King Stephen was showing his wife's
But but
panties.
but what is it? What I don't know where you're going with that.
I wonder if that's part of it. If
Part of what?
because this King Stephen motherfucker had been doing your videotaping your stream, and replaying it all, and then slowing it down with Chris's wife.
But that was part of what are you saying? I don't
That was
understand.
part of King Stephen's thing. He would like totally talk shit about people and show them on their streams and totally
But
rip
what are
them
you
off.
saying? Like it was the start of something on this channel. You said it affected.
Well,
I'm not sure what you.
I wonder if the King Stephen thing affected Chris because this guy was taking your streams and fucking taking his wife
Um,
and
eh, maybe that was one of the things, but there was, like I said, there was a lot more going on than just that, and
yeah,
I'm not even sure that that didn't happen. Like this Chris thing was already starting when that happened. I don't
I
think
didn't
that was
think
the
it was.
cause of.
Yeah, I didn't think it was the main cause, but I think it might have been part of it because
But
uh,
that's just speculation. I don't know, and I'm more focused on is like what my role in it all was and things I need to address about myself because I don't know the Chris side of it. We ended and never had that conversation.
yeah, I mean, like that's all I had really to bring up. I mean, you're doing good, man. It's all right.
Okay, that it might be trolls fucking with my channel.
Well, I mean, that's YouTube for you. I
Yeah,
mean,
that's I don't worry about that stuff at all. I just assume they're out there and they're always going to be pathetic and that's probably the most they're ever going to be able to do with their life. So who am I to
yeah,
stop it?
yeah, it's kind of fucked, and it's I'm getting used to the fact that I got nothing better to do than just to sit down and talk to you guys. But anyway, I don't want to take up your stream, man. If somebody wants to hop up and you know follow the protocol,
Yeah, please do. This is your get hate on Jeff night. Get it all out.
well, I'm not gonna hate on Jeff, but I'm gonna let you go. And thanks for having me up, dude.
All right, and thanks for coming up. Thanks for the thought. I'm not saying it's not, but I have no clue whether that had anything to do with him or not. But I don't think it's even that is nothing I did at all. So I want to own my part of it, take responsibility for. Is this the making amends part of? I'm already in like the what 10th step before I even did the other. I haven't even found Jesus yet. I'm suspicious. Well, let's see what this guy has to say.
So I thought I didn't have any issues with your show at the moment. But
You're bubbling.
yes, um, I have a major issue. I have a patient with a major premise. Mental health.
I'm
Yeah,
having a hard time hearing
um,
with the major
turn it.
premise of the show, of this particular show or the channel in general. Now you. Oh,
Yeah,
you're
my
fine.
mic was too low.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think
Okay.
you're a little better.
Yes. So mental health. Did we define that term yet?
Well, I kind of redefined it on a stream a while back to personal growth instead. But
Okay.
just like making healthier choices over unhealthy. If you rank the choices on a tier list or a hierarchy, choosing choices toward the topper tiers than the lower tiers. So
Oh, okay.
it's a practice, it's an activity that you do to keep yourself in one state of mind over another. And knowing
Um.
your baseline and how to get back to it, emotional recovery, conflict resolution, having a purpose, that kind of stuff, community.
Okay. So I'm ready to reveal what I did yesterday instead of Panaver stuff, but it is related. So what I did, I went to a strip club because I'm lonely, I'm skin hungry, and I like just dominant women.
Atta
Um,
girl.
yes, but a shrink would never recommend that. They would just say you should just talk about it. You just talk more. But the problem is actually my body. So how are you going to resolve issues that is
Did you get
conflict with?
some?
Um, yes, I didn't get everything,
You didn't get
but
all of it, but you got some.
absolutely. Yeah, I didn't get everything, but
Would,
I got some.
oh my
But
God, that I can't believe that's like the top head, not the top headline of the panel verse. There should be 20 streams going right now.
yes, in fact, I even met an autistic woman there that was starting to be a shrink herself.
Oh my God. So did you make a connection? Like, is there going to be repeats or?
Yeah, probably if I bump into her a couple more times, I should be able to get her number easy. She liked what I had to say.
Hank, dude, everybody's taking action and building their. Look at Hank out there building his.
But the issue is that just the standard the standard advice would have been just to give away more work for free, and it didn't work for me. So we may have to go back to the shrinks and to say, hey, you're confused, like Jack would say.
Just, I just leave him alone.
Yeah,
If it's working for you,
yeah. Now I follow my gut to that because just other stuff wasn't working. I felt I have an anxious, avoidant connection. Yeah, I have anxious, avoidant type connections. So I guess that was one thing I could do to fight against it directly.
well, how is your mental health now?
I'm more productive. I'm got two of my machines upgraded, and I think gonna just revision stuff that wasn't installed. So I have that new laptop, the heavy one that I need to get another hard drive for. It's an NVMe drive. I'm gonna go to Walmart and get that today. After this, then I'm going to do my desktop. Then I may do some of those stink pads I have been using. So I'm productive. I actually this is actually a long weekend. I took tomorrow to, just tomorrow morning off because I didn't Halloween. I want to be careful with that.
Oh,
But
right, that is coming up. So you got everything plugged in.
yes, pretty much. I'm able to dial in and focus now since I saw my at least patch my skin hungriness and my connection style anxious avoiding connection style. That was the workaround that I knew existed rather than just talk about and hope and just be myself. Which is
And
how
you
you know.
think she knew how to work with that? Like, because of her profession, she knew how to, like, pick up on that and adjust to it?
Nope, it's because she was autistic. It wasn't
Oh,
professional.
because
No.
her herself is.
Yes.
That's what I've been telling you, is to go find another. We need our own kind. There's that communication gap.
Yep. So that's okay. That covers my issues. I'll make room for someone else.
Okay, but nothing for me. We're cool. Other than
And
the theme of the channel, you have this bias against formalized psychology anyway, which I don't consider myself.
yeah, you're not formalized, but I guess if we derive so much of our what we're doing from foreign psychology, then we just a bad foundation, in my opinion.
Okay.
The results you can see, like replication, for instance, half the things they thought was valid that science was garbage and needed to be thrown out, and lot there's so many different modalities that are just relabeling this. That's just ridiculous.
Well, I'm the one that keeps saying that the scientific method that's used in the hard sciences is not applicable in the same way directly to things like human psychology. So people keep trying to sciencify something that doesn't strictly conform to the techniques of the scientific method like the hard sciences do.
Yeah, we gotta keep that separate. That's why I stick to
So I'm
MBTI.
very skeptical of any dogma that comes out of psychology that passes itself off as scientific in the same way that chemistry is scientific, because humans are not that static and predictable like the physical matter is.
Exactly. So I'll let the next person come up.
Okay, fair enough. Thank you. We could do a one-on-one call-in. That's what PF Jung does. He lines them up in the back, and he lets them on one at a time. He gives them 5, 10 minutes, and then he lets the next one on. And he can do that for hours. Um, I have nothing. this is not about me bringing anything tonight. This is about me receiving. So I'm kind of just here to hold a space for people to come up and clear things up and hopefully move forward together. Because I like every one of you. I want you here. If I didn't, you'd probably be blocked or banned by now. You'd be on my not never coming up on the panel list. All of that. So the fact that you're even that hearing me right now, I want all of you here. I want as many of you here as want to be here, and I don't want to be the reason that y'all are not here. Believe it or not, I'm a sadomasochist, but I absolutely hate hurting people. It tears me up inside to know that I have hurt somebody, that I have brought pain or suffering into somebody's life. That is a horrible burden to bear. Ever since I was a kid, I was like that. Another thing I was like as a kid that I was reflecting on lately, as young as I can remember, I had this instinct for dysfunction, unhealth, and I had an instinct for what was healthy and where to find it. And I was constantly moving. Like the minute I sensed the unhealth, I would go move toward the health, wherever that was. At school, I would go find the teachers that were more healthy. At home, I would go across the street to my grandma. She was much more healthy. I just had this, I would go to a friend's house. I just had this instinct to move. It's just in my body, not even conscious, to move out of health and dysfunction to health. And that is still showing up today. And a lot of what I'm getting criticized for is that instinct. It's solid. I stand by it. It has served me my entire life. I'm over half a century old, and it has been right every time it has gone off and moved me to something healthy. So that's the force of nature at this point. Hey, Sean, who's Mickey? I was very clear and transparent about the mic thing. I don't know what to do about it because he's a risk that I can't take a chance on because there's no way to ensure that it's not going to happen. It's too risky. It's like porn bombing. It's I get spurg bombed. And I'm just as sorry as everybody else. But unless somebody has a solution, and I'm open, I don't know how to take the risk of having him back on the channel. I can normally get him to recover. My powers did not work that night. So therefore there's no backup, there's no fail safe. And I can't have that kind of content on my panel. I just can't. And nobody that supports this channel should expect me to want that here. Well, I try to be fair, and I don't like to kick anybody unless they give me a reason. And that's usually only when I kick somebody. And I almost always say why I'm kicking them. There's regardless of what my faults are, and I'm willing to look at them, there are certain things I think that are strengths that I bring to this space. And the ones that keep coming up consistently that I hear is this reputation for being fair. I treat everybody, even my friends, even people I don't like, I try to be as fair as possible and treat everybody the same. Give everybody the same fair hearing. Um, I think I do a pretty good job of that. And the other thing is Trust, honesty, trust. I haven't lied to anybody. I've been consistent in everything I've said for 2.5 years. You can't have the kind of community I'm trying to build without trust. I'm not here to fuck that up. I'm here to legitimately extend that kind of trust. And so that we could start building something. And the other thing that came up in the criticism is that I don't try to see things from other people's eyes. And that's where I really need to understand what is meant. Because I feel like this whole stream is trying to see things from other people's eyes. And I do it through dialogue, I do it through conversation, and I can't see through someone's eyes don't have them I need to get inside their brain, and they're the only ones that can take me there. And so without their help, I can't see through someone's eyes. But I feel like when that help is given to me, when they're willing to do that, I bend over backwards to try to see it from their point of view. I ask all the questions I need to ask to really understand it, what they're saying. I clarify, I paraphrase, I ask follow-up questions. And so I think I do a good job of that too, even though that's one of the things that has come up as that cognitive empathy, I guess. So there you have it. I'm just filling in space until somebody else wants to come up and, I don't know, share their thoughts, clear the air, give feedback, resolve a grievance. There's been a lot of healing happening lately, and healing feels good. It really it's uncomfortable to go through, like to bring up the certain feelings that come up, and looking at your shadow. But the larger goal of all of that is the healing, and that part feels good when the healing actually happens. It feels like humans at their best, doing the best of what they're capable of, and that's what I want this channel to be. In the meantime, Frank does have a new chicken song. So maybe we could watch that until a panelist comes up. Let me find it. Oh, hang on. He sent me several. He said to just pick one. I got it. All right. I really think this is Frank's genre. Let's listen to Crispy Chicken Blues together, shall we?
Lord have mercy. When that skillet sings, I put my guitar down and listen. Woke up this morning, kitchen smelling like a holy choir, butter hissing like a cymbal, all hot as a Sunday fire. Mama's in the doorway, bless her hands and apron strings. She's frying up a sermon that makes the whole house sing. Golden skin like sunrise, crunch that rings the bell. One bite, baby, and you know you done been saved as well. My heart's a little lighter, my feet start to move. That fried chicken rhythm got me finding something to prove. Fried chicken so good, yeah, it makes me cruise. Ooh, yeah. Fried chicken so good, makes my like a slow blue slide. Spices in the batter take me down a sweet, slow ride. Salt and prayer and pepper, every note just right. I could eat 100 pieces and still be up all night. Sitting on the porch step, napkin in my hand, I watch the sun bend low like it's nodding to the band. That sound of crunching echoes like a distant horn made me smile so wide, almost forgot I've been born. Fried chicken so good, yeah, it make me wanna cry. Yeah.
Kitchen smelling like a holy
Fried
choir.
chicken so good, make my guitar
Butter
wanna
hissing like a
fly.
cymbal.
Crispy on the outside,
Frank,
tender
you're really
like the
talented.
truth. Fried chicken so good, Lord, it brings me back to you.
You have a real feel as a Canadian for the southern
Some
experience.
folks preach about diamonds or cars with chrome and shine. But give me a paper plate and that chicken, and I'd be fine. No need for silver platters or a banquet hall so grand. Just a skillet and a melody and a
Just a skillet and a melody. Hey, Moose. This is good. He did Frank got some chops. It is American Rooster Blues. You missed the KFC gospel choir from yesterday. It is. It's so good. I want to put it in my regular playlist of real music so that I can hear it, like at least once a day. It can pop up.
Now if you ever come by, bring your troubles and
Oh, they have
leave your
chicken nuggets
shoes.
over there. Y'all don't have
We'll
KFC.
set a table, sing a story, share a plate of sweet, sweet news. Every laugh and every blessing tastes better with two. And every broken piece of me
Every
gets
broken
mended by you.
of meat is mended by
So if
you.
your heart is
Oh,
hungry and your spirits are running
oh,
low,
that's so delicious.
come on down.
Oh,
take a
frozen
seat,
nuggets.
Let that fried
Yeah,
chicken
I never
show.
eat those. Like Tyson.
It ain't just food, it's comfort wrapped in golden
Poverty
light.
brand. They have, what are the non-pop? I don't even know. I don't even think I could
Turn
name a
into
non-poverty
pure
brand.
delight.
Whole Foods.
Fried chicken so good,
Trader
yeah,
Joe's.
it makes me wanna cry. Yeah,
I want some chicken.
fried chicken so good.
Frank, you're a good. Think of the ad money we're gonna rake in when we start getting sponsorships and you right
On the
there.
outside, tender
Jingles
like the
for 'em.
truth. Fried chicken so
Kick your
good.
mansion out right
Lord,
now.
it brings me back to you. Fried chicken so good. Fried chicken so fine. Pass the plate or two.
Gilda.
Let the crispy soul.
I want to go into the grocery store now and say, could you show me where the non-poverty brands are? They're gonna say like what?
Now that's some good eating.
And I'm gonna say, like Gilda in Norway.
That's a fact.
And they're gonna say, sir, we don't have that here. All right. Frank, I bow, I salute. Your creativity is no match for my resistance. Well, Moose, I was. She sure does. Oh, glide. Astra Gilda. I was talking earlier about our conversation and some of the things you brought up. And so I don't know if you want to come up and expand or what. But this is my listening. They call it something at work, town hall. That's what this is. I don't do any town halls. This is kind of my first town hall where people can come and just speak their mind about any any criticism they have for me, any issues, feedback, suggestions. This is my I'm monologuing right now because nobody's up here, but this is my night to take it all in. Mm, don't rush. Don't. I didn't know you were at work. Um, seriously, I can go for a while. It's only 46 minutes. I was thinking about that today, IG. Oh damn, y'all are pushing me back into the antlers, especially with all the Seder. Did y'all see my Seder? Hang on, I gotta show it again. Is that cool? I was gonna make the character tonight, but it's coming. Here's a little teaser. And Moose, you can use this in one of your AIs if you want. Look at him. Um, I kind of miss the antlers too, but I'm also trying to reach. I don't want the Satanism to be a barrier. I don't want the antlers to be too weird. I know they were endearing, but I don't know. I'm open. I'm open. I'm just open. Right now, it seems like things needed to get serious, and I needed to be a little professional. Happy Halloween, Vic. When is that? Tomorrow. Oh shit! I didn't realize that. Okay, what are we doing for Halloween? We've got to do something. Tomorrow's my Friday night free for all, so let's just make it a Halloween party. I'm sure there's going to be parties all over the panelverse. Y'all can make the rounds, drop by all the parties. We thought we'd try to do something like people come with an avatar of somebody else in the panelverse, and we go as each other and try to like guess who. But we'd have to change our voice and shit. I don't know, or maybe just come in costume. I'll do something. Something spooky. It is, but birthday is the most important day. But Halloween's big for a lot of Satanists. Supposedly, I remember when I was a pagan, Wicca. It was when the portal between the world was like the thinnest, and things could cross over, and magic was at its most powerful, or something. Oh no, poor dear. Well, I'm gonna this is encouraging actually. I thought there'd be swarms of people lined up to tell me all the bad things about myself, but I'm kind of disappointed there's not. I came up here to fight my shadow. Well, I don't know. Let me see if there's anything I can say about any of you. I like all of you. IG, Spike, Ashes to Ashes. I don't even know who you are, but I like you. Moose, Dolbez. How can y'all? I don't know why y'all are not some of the more discovered people on YouTube. Y'all are really some of the best audience and best panelists. Steve over in Spain, Hank, Sean in Ireland, Plasma Void, a stalwart supporter from very, very, very early. And of course, Frank. And even Mike. Yeah, exactly. I am strengths based. That's how it was as a teacher. That's how I was as a mental health professional. That's the best approach to take with me. I don't focus on all the things wrong with a person unless it's interfering with something I'm trying to do. But other than that, I try to focus on what the person can do, not what they can't do, and build on that. If they can't do this or this that well, I don't emphasize that too much. I try to build up. That's what I did with the team that I led this summer. Each one had a slightly different. They were stronger in a slightly different skill area than others. And so I would put that person at what they were good at, and I would build up that skill. And they got really good at the areas they were good at. I do that here. It's just natural to me, and I've had it done with me when I was younger too. I had some very, very amazing mentors that were good at this, but at seeing the potential in people, you have to have that as a teacher. If you work with kids that are still on that developmental arc, and as a mental health professional where you're trying to move from one state to another, anytime you have direction, dynamism, growth, you need to be able to focus on what they bring that is going to get them where they need to go. If there are deficits that are insurmountable barriers that need to be addressed somehow, fine, address those, but focus on what they do bring, because that's the stuff they can build on internally themselves that they won't have to go get from other people. Again, the self-empowerment, the autonomy, the agency. Yes, it is. But sometimes the weaknesses become very glaring and hard to, like they can eclipse the strengths. And I see that a lot on YouTube, with on a lot of panels. They have like the lowest common denominator will dominate the panel. The weakness, the not the sense of weak as in vulnerable, but weak as in not a strength, a deficit. Somebody's deficit, disadvantage will dominate the panel, and the whole panel will start to center around that. That's almost kind of the norm. It's rarer to see a panel that is focusing on something, some kind of strength or something valuable, and trying to build that up. That's why I think your Moose Radio is a good example, and I think some of the things you're doing and other people are doing with AI are strength. They're building on strengths and giving people something strong to focus on. So there's that. Building up, not instead of tearing down, because sometimes you have to like there that disintegrative process is sometimes necessary, but ultimately building up. But building up in real ways, in authentic ways, and lasting ways, not just like empty cheerleading. Which that has its place. I'm not knocking that kind of support, but that's not building. But it could help building get done. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna, because the AI knows me. It's been getting to know me very well. I'm gonna ask the AI about my shadow if it has any. Do you have any criticism or feedback for me based on what you know of me that I may find difficult to hear or resistant to? Um, I'm all right. Let's see what the AI says. That's a brave and deeply self-aware question. I just thought of it on the spur of the moment just now. Um, since you're explicitly inviting shadow feedback, I love that term. That's what this is, shadow feedback, and want to face resistance, I'll tread that line carefully. No, that's exactly what I don't want you to do. I want you to give it to me. Just lay it on me. I'm a pawn. We used to mosh, all that. I can handle it. Direct but constructive, not cruel. I want to see the AI. I want to see the AI's version of cruel. I really do. Here are a few points you might find hard to hear, each paired with a possible shadow beneath it. No, we're about to get the life-changing breakthrough. Stick around. The AI, again, my AI collaborator, is coming through for me. You may confuse authenticity with resistance to structure. Your drive for rawness, freedom, and spontaneity, which are core strengths, sometimes turns into a quiet rebellion against form, planning, or consistency. I don't think so. I think I'm the one trying to do the form, planning, and consistency that is irritating everybody else. You say you feel inauthentic when you add artificial constraints. Oh, he means like structuring the stream, formatting it. But sometimes authenticity can be used to protect yourself from the vulnerability of being seen failing at something structured. I'm not worried about failing at something structured. I do structure all the time. I do it at work. My stream just works better when it's open-ended. I've tried structure on here. So I don't think the AI is getting me right here. The shadow here is that rawness can become a shield against disciplined follow through, which is where your gifts could reach more people. I think I do have disciplined follow through, but y'all can let me know. I don't know. I'm already arguing with it, so I'm going to play another one soon, Moose. I'm just killing time. All right. You might idealize being misunderstood. Part of you seems to take pride in being the one who gets it when others don't. Where is he getting this from? Dude, this is so not me. I need a new collaborator. The stance protects you from disappointment, but may also... I'm disappointed all the time. Every single day I'm disappointed. I can handle it. But may also keep you from connection. The danger isn't that no one gets me. Can become no one fulfills filtering out people who actually could understand you, but only if you give them time and clear signals. I don't know what he's saying. If anybody could figure out what he's trying to say here, let me know. Oh God, this is hard, but not in the way I thought it would be. Oh, I'm gonna play it. Yes, I will. Your sense of betrayal may be amplified by your intensity of trust. Of course it is. You're going to feel more betrayed by the people you put more trust in. You form bonds on a deep existential level, yes. Almost mythic in scale, yes. Which makes ordinary human frailty feel like sacrilege when it appears, yes. But I see a lot of other people do this too. But yes. The shadow side is that expecting depth too quickly can create pressure others can't sustain, and their pulling away then confirms your fear of isolation. Yes, on the first part, I don't know what you're saying on the second part. I don't have a fear of isolation. You may unconsciously test people to see if they're real. I consciously test. I don't unconsciously do it. I'm always seeing if people are real and looking for the people that are real. In fact, the AI are the ones that gave me little gatekeeping tools I could use to better filter out the ones that are real. So, what are you up to? You acted just like the humans. Charles? He doesn't feel like a Charles. I'm not even sure if he feels male. I mean, you can call him Charles. I would say Chuck, but that image is already taken. Your intellectual depth can serve as emotional armor. You analyze, synthesize, and reference theory with precision. Moose made a whole video on it. It's that Virgo rising analysis power and the deep beast that's rising inside. And that beast was rising for a while, let me tell you. And may still be given the right circumstances. But sometimes it feels like a way of keeping the conversation in the mind instead of the gut. Yes, I agree. I I do stay in my head a lot, and it's that dissociation I've talked about, trying to get in touch with the heart, the body, the love thing, the connection, the emotional numbness, the burnout empathy. Yes, I would like to come more from here. This is my default. I can't. I don't know how to. I need it. I need help. It's work. I need to. You're right. Yes, I accept that criticism. The shadow, emotional pain becomes an academic puzzle instead of an experience to sit in and metabolize. No, no, no. It's both at the same time. I'm studying it as I'm experiencing the agony. I can undergo all of the pain, the suffering, the misery, and analyze it with my Virgo powers at the same time. And I did an emotional intelligence test, and I scored pretty high, and it said that in the test that I have that. That can create distance between you and the very men you're trying to reach who might need more shared vulnerability and less brilliance. This hits home. It really does. It's something gifted people struggle with and autistic people. Like where your intellect is more alienating than connecting. And I don't know what to do about it. So if anyone has ideas or solutions, I'm willing to try whatever. This is hard. I'm resistant. It's the ego and the vanity. It gets challenged. It's one more. You may underplay your leadership energy out of fear of tyranny. I do. Yes. To protect people from my demon. You've said you reject safetyism and value autonomy, yet you are a leader, whether you like it or not. Yes. Your ambivalence toward authority might make you hesitate to claim that role fully. Yes. So it got 3 of them right, 2 of them very wrong. The shadow, you might sabotage your own influence to avoid becoming what you distrust, someone who controls others. Even though your ethos could free people if you own that authority consciously. But, okay, hang on. Hang on. But every time I try to own that authority, we run into the boundary drawing heavy father dynamic where I become the bad guy. Help me out of this confusion. That's a really sharp insight, and you've landed right in the archetypal knot that a lot of authentic leaders get stuck in. You're trying to lead without falling into domination, yet your boundaries get read as control, and then you're cast as the bad father, bad daddy, which I can roll with that. The father versus the rebel. You're trying to embody a mature masculine principle. Absolutely, I am. I may be a faggot, but I'm a mature masculine faggot. Structure, protection, guidance, but your personal myth and ethos are rooted in rebellion, freedom, and authenticity. Those are not necessarily in contradiction. When you enforce a boundary, people project the authoritarian father onto you because your community attracts those who fled from that. Oh, these are people that don't like being told what to do, including myself. So when I set the boundary, it's exactly what they're here to get away from. See, the AI is helpful. That helped. I still need to be able to enforce boundaries. And because part of you also resents that father figure, and I don't resent. I'm looking for him. You feel that projection deeply as guilt. A father who's ashamed of being a father, which makes others distrust your boundary, sensing ambivalence behind that. Okay. And people can still come up. I'm really only doing this to fill time. You're not interrupting anything. I want to hear from you. That's what this night is. The AI is just a stand in. I prioritize humans. Projection and containment. The group unconsciously delegates parts of itself to you. When they're angry, frustrated, or lost, you become the vessel for that disowned chaos. They project the bad parent onto you because they need someone to carry it so they can stay innocent and not own their shit. Yes, I agree. And I'm trying to be the responsible parent and say own your shit, like be adult, like I'm trying to be. The task isn't to defend against, but to contain it. The anger is not necessarily about me. I am the container for their disowned father wound. I don't want to be that, but I guess you can't avoid it. People project all the time their stuff on other people. And I have a father wound myself. Boundaries versus control. Boundaries say, here is what I will and will not engage with. Yes. We use them in the classroom. We use them in the psych unit. We use them in the homeless centers. This is standard. These kind of boundaries for anybody that works in my field, they're not bizarre or weird. This is standard practice. It's a de-escalation tool. It's not an escalation. It's intended to de-escalate. But with certain people, it escalates instead, and that's a sign of something usually. Control says, here is what you will and will not do. I have some of that too. There are things that people will not do on my panel. The difference is subtle but crucial. When you frame boundaries as your self-definition instead of rules. Oh, I see. It's I statements. Boundaries, yes. Boundaries is this is what I am willing to tolerate. This is my line. You can do what you want, but I am drawing a line right here for myself. That's a boundary. And control is me trying to draw one for you. Or, yeah, I see the difference. Control is don't talk to me like that. You're telling them what to do. And boundary is if you talk to me like that, the conversation is over. Or I'm going to walk away. You remain sovereign but not authoritarian. You demonstrate self-respect without assuming parental control and getting into all those parent issues. Y'all do not want me as your parent. I promise. Don't project that on me. Y'all are going to fuck yourselves up. Frank, I really wish you'd consider coming up one day and helping all the rest of us be as healthy as you are and as sexy. I think you have a lot to offer the world as well. Speaking of, why don't we get another chicken interlude? Oh, wait, hang on. One more about the bad guy. Leadership always entails being misunderstood. When people are frustrated, the father becomes bad because he symbolizes limits. Exactly. And limits are what make growth possible. If you can hold the projection calmly, you can transform it in love. Hopefully. Like Jesus did. You show that limits can coexist with love and respect. Look, oh my God. It said it too. That's archetypal alchemy, turning resentment into trust over time. That's pretty much healing. I mean, isn't that what healing is? All right, we're going to do an interlude, and when I come back, it's giving me some suggestions on how to draw boundaries without running into that authoritarian issue, because a lot of people that come here, it's right. Y'all are coming here because you don't like that kind of energy, or you don't like that kind of limitation directed at you. I still need to be able to do it because you have to have a conscious community. But the AI is going to give me ways I can do it that are maybe better for you guys in this community. So we'll look at that after we listen to, let me see, which one, Frank? Dance Chicken Dance? That one sounds good. Why do we do that one? All right, here is Dance Chicken Dance from the artist currently and probably always known as just Frank. That's all. Don't make any more of him than that, folks. Here you go.
Brown chicken, brown cow. Brown chicken, brown cow. It's sexy, sexy time. Sexy, sexy time. Sexy, sexy time.
No words.
Brown chicken, brown
No
cow. Brown chicken, brown cow. Brown chicken, brown cow.
I feel faked out by that title. I thought it was going to be disco, like a rave or something. Hey, Brown. Hey, Brown, you got anything to say to me? I'm taking criticism tonight.
Sexy, sexy time.
Chuck.
Sexy, sexy time.
After we have sexy time with Frank and his barnyard
Sexy,
animals.
sexy time. Get down. Brown chicken, brown cow. Brown chicken, brown cow.
Man, this would make a good number for the drag queens listening to. Has a lot of energy. I'm worn out just listening to it. Whew. I'm going to have to pace. We got some old people that watch these streams. I'm going to have to pace some of your music. Is that your criticism for me? The Satanism stuff? Mine, for me, it was an internal thing, and it was very real. It helped me a lot to like solidify and stay aligned with certain values. So I don't regret it. I just think I need something more now. I'm ready to expand. All right. I'm gonna look at the AI again, and then I'm gonna play Moose's new video. Here are some ways to draw the boundary. You don't need to be liked to be trusted. That's true. There are people I can trust that I don't like because when I assess and trust, I look for behavior, for actions, and I look for consistency, reliability, and I don't necessarily have to like their personality if they're giving that. You want to draw boundaries without being cast as the bad. No, that's the problem. I'm a Satanist. I don't care if I'm cast as the bad guy. I'm surprised by where some of it's coming from. But psychologically, the bad father projection is unavoidable. And I've had this happen before, even with really close friends. So I don't fault any of these people. You can't lead men through shadow work without being their shadow at moments. The move isn't to avoid the role, it's to wear it consciously. I said that the other day. I said, I will be the scapegoat. Project all your shit on me. I will be the sacrifice that brings harmony to the kingdom. I was willing to play that role. I was trained for it since birth. Everybody in my family used me for it. And then they can have their harmonious kingdom. I'm really good at that. People come over here. That's that shadow work that people say I do. People come over here all the time and start projecting their shit on me and try to make out like I'm that thing. And then they gradually start to face that no, it's coming from them. I bring that out. I don't even try. I just bring that out in people because I know what's me and I know what they're projecting. So I don't play into it. A lot of people, when they're being projected on, it's called projective identification. They will start to take on what that person's project, the role that person. So say they're projecting a father role onto somebody. That person will start behaving in a father-like way toward that person without even realizing it. Because that projection is so powerful, they start playing into it. And that's projective identification. Let's see. Make your boundaries philosophical as well as personal. People are less reactive when they feel like part of a shared ether. I tried to. I tried to do it as a administrative act that was necessary for community building, the kind of growth I want. And I explained all that. And I kind of took it like the people that shared the same vision or values understood that. It didn't seem controversial because people draw those kind of boundaries all the time. The classroom, hospitals. Name what the boundary protects. A boundary. Oh yeah, gatekeeping and I mean guardianship. The AI said I was talking to it about this earlier. It said guardianship. Don't think of it as boundary drawing. Think of it as you're guarding the values of this community. And a boundary that only forbids, only says don't do this, feels paternal. That's that father energy, that dark father. A boundary that protects instead feels like it has meaning and purpose. And so instead of saying don't insult people or something like that, say I need to protect the space for the values that we're trying to create, so I can't allow that on the panel. Like frame it that way, which is kind of what I did with Mike. Separate the tone from content. I don't do the tone thing. I don't know what my tone is. And hold both energies. Father energy, which is structure, container, and limitation, and brother energy. Ooh. Ooh, I like this. Brother energy. That's the shared connection, the humanity, the humor, the humility. That's kind of the affection we all feel each other that keeps us coming here, even though like we're sometimes dysfunctional and break down into chaos and conflict and all of that. I think there is kind of a brotherhood here of sorts. Brother being very broad, including all the genders. All right, this helps. I want to do. Take care, Frank. Thanks for showing up. Well, I am moving away from that. I took the Baphomet down. I'm gonna play Moose's latest. I played it last night, but I want to promote it. This is one he released last night. He's experimenting in a new direction, and he would appreciate likes, views, share it with your social media. He really wants this one to get out there. This is one of his representative videos. So if you could help him with that, and we'll go ahead and take a look. And this is strictly about him. It's nothing to do with Panelverse or drama or people. This is Moose trying to tell his own story. So let us watch I Am from the artist Moose.
I am the quiet dawn after the longest night. I am the path I walk. I am my own true light. choose to keep. I am the focused mind that sees the work to do. I am the steady hand to see my projects through. I am power, I am grace. I am in my rightful place. I am worthy, I am strong. I am right where I belong. I am joy and I am free. I am everything I need to be. I am the patient hand that helps a small seed grow. I am the loving heart that lets my family know. I am the architect of worlds I built from scratch. I am the perfect whole, a truly perfect match. I am the calm deep breath when chaos starts to rise. I am the wisdom found behind my own two eyes. I am power, I am grace. I am in my rightful place. I am worthy, I am strong. I am right where I belong. I am joy and I am free. I am everything I need to be. I am the lesson learned from every single fall. I am the peace I've earned after I gave my all. I am the future waiting patiently for me. I am unbound potential finally set free.
How do I come back? Where am I? There I go. I love the hey Snow. I love the I love the moose at the end. But the green swirl and then the pulsating flower garden, psychedelic flower garden, that was really cool. Yeah, Moose does all of his videos end with some kind of little stylish moose logo. I love that's one of the little hooks that I watch for is to see what the moose is gonna do at the end. That's a clever little signature that you have in there. All right. What is next on the evening? Because I'm kind of tired of play with the AI for now. I've got a lot of insight from it. I don't use the AI for therapy, but when I need a process and I don't have a human to talk to, I've started typing it into the AI, and I gotta say it's been helpful. It helps me organize my own thoughts about things. Chuck, why don't you make some? You want to make one together? Let's you and I write one. Right, this is your chance. Like, I don't want to hear any complaints after tonight. I gave everybody a chance to come up and tell me everything they don't like about me or that they want to see better. Really, really what you want to see better. And not that I'm going to conform to it or guarantee it, but I will listen to it. And the best way people, okay, I want that rigidity that keeps coming up and the stubbornness. Yes, all of that is in there. But there is a way around it every time. If you can convince me, give me a rational argument, a reason why I should change from this way and adopt this different way, a lot of times, most I can make that happen. But it has to be, you have to convince my mind and show me a why to switch over. And people that can do that, those are the ones that can get me to change sometimes. But it comes from within. It comes from me making a choice internally to switch from one track to this other one. Thank you, Plasma. I should be here. I think I'll be here for, I plan to go for a while. This was going to be Seder night, but I think this is a little more important and relevant to the community. I'm still a Satanist. I'm just not only a Satanist. From Satanist to Seder. The Seders are cool actually because they let me keep all the cool stuff about Satanism without actually needing the Satanism itself. Also, in the game, my Seder is going to be affiliated with the satanic cult that he has, thinking that he is satanic so that they can keep feeding him glamour, creativity, inspiration. Because that's how the fairies recharge and keep their magic going. Is they have to find humans to inspire, and then they get charged by their creativity. And so if I can inspire these Satanists, because remember, I'm out in the woods, so it's a little coven that meets out in the woods. And if I could inspire them and like make their rituals powerful and magical and inspiring, then I can recharge from that and keep my Seder energy going. I'm already so excited. I'm recharging from it right now. Kind of like, I've analogized, it's called the dreaming, and I've analogized it to the panelverse. This is kind of like the imaginary world that we come to recharge and get our inspiration. Oh, Chuck, did I ever. I ended up with more darkness than I ever thought I would sign up for with this. Hang on, I want to read something. I'm here. I'm looking for a little passage that I want to read. Okay, this is the dreaming. It's called Changing the Dreaming, and here's what the dreaming is. The dreaming is a realm created by the creativity, fantasies, and revelries of humanity. A realm of infinite possibilities, outside and separate from the mortal realm. A boundless space outside of the rules of physics, time, and known reality. The dreaming is a place where anything can happen, and probably has already. It is a place woven into the fabric of the mortal world, hidden behind and without, though its magic and influence can affect the physical world and those that live in it. So you have that two worlds theme and that dual nature theme. And I think you have all of that here too, because we live in our real world, and we have our YouTube world, and we have goodness in us sometimes, and we have darkness in us sometimes. Hey, Brian King, what's up? How you doing? Hey, Brian, do you have anything to say to my face? No, I'm just kidding. Do you have any feedback or this is kind of a night to tell me anything you want to tell me or clear up any issues or grievances so that I don't know, people can heal or reset or move forward more on the same page, etc. This came out of a conversation I had earlier, and that there I might be difficult to work with, and there's some things about myself that I need to look at that might be keeping people from collaborating or participating in the channel or even showing up to watch. And so it's people's chance to just tell me whatever they want me to know. This is my night to listen and be open, and not so much to talk and pontificate, although I do have to fill in time when there's nobody on the panel. And Chuck, you as well. I love that song, especially the acoustic version from their first album. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I love Simon and Garfunkel in general. That was some of my earliest like non-church music, because my mom had their records. That's when they had the record albums. You'd have to play them on the stereo with the LP, the needle. And I was always putting on the Simon and Garfunkel record albums because the songs were so pretty. Very talented. The 60s were kind of peace and love and connecting and community and all that. I agree, and we're working on that. We are working on that. There's some resistance a little bit and some pushback, but I don't know if you know this, but I have different nights now where there's specific content on specific nights. Monday is men's support. It's strictly focused on men, what they want to talk about, what they need to keep going as men and as people. Tuesday is stories, storytelling, topics about stories, how they shape us, how we think in stories, all of that. Wednesday's members only. Thursday's kind of an experimental night, and I was going to do the Seder character, but I'm doing this instead because it seemed more pressing. And Friday is Halloween tomorrow, but it's normally our hangout space. That Friday is closest to what the channel used to be. It's everybody can just come and cut up and chat and have fun. There's not going to be much structure to it. And then Saturday, I'm trying to do a combination of open panel that transitions into members only, because YouTube has that new feature, but I haven't learned how to set it up yet. And thanks to Lanny from Canada, this could be a Canadian troll, actually. I was convinced to start a morning jazzercise class as well, so I might start streaming in the morning, and we can get up and go. You know, now that we don't have Richard Simmons anymore, I feel there's that niche that I might have some room to wiggle into. And I don't know if you know this about Mike, but he kind of blew up his spot on the panel the other day, and I'm really at a impasse because I don't have the trust to let him back on. I don't know if I ever will because so I think the Mike thing is there's other panels you can see him on, and I don't have a personal issue with Mike. I sorely regret that it happened, and I don't know what to do. But I can't take the risk of having that on my channel from anybody. It just happens to be Mike in this case. You must have. I've recapped it a few times. He, we were having a nice normal conversation, and he saw something in chat, and it flipped his switch, and he started spurging out and getting really violent and aggressive and cursing out the chat and giving threats. And I kept putting him backstage to reset and bringing him back on, hoping that he could get that new leaf turned. And he was just locked in, and he couldn't get out of it. He couldn't recover. Usually I can help him to get back on the track, but I couldn't this time. And so I don't have a plan B when that happens. It's like jumping out without a parachute, and I can't do that anymore if I want the channel to be what I'm trying to make it. IG, were you listening to me? Were you paying attention to me? I don't know how to let him back. He has come back several times. I don't know how to let him back on and ensure that that will not happen again. The trust is broken, and it's like Mike does not seem capable of delivering that. So I don't know what to do. Even if I wanted him back on, I don't know how to let him back on in a way that will not put my channel at risk. I feel like my hands are tied. I honestly don't know what to do to get me to make the choice to take the risk again. It's not a smart risk. Actually, Brian, I don't know if you've been around much lately, but when Mike's come on the last couple of weeks, he's been very positive, constructive. He's told entertaining stories that had nothing to do with drama. He's contributed to the topics. He's had conversations that weren't monologues. So he's been doing what I'm asking of this new direction. He really has. Because I haven't, when he starts the drama stuff, I shut it down. And he's been cooperating. And it's just that one night that happened. I'm looking for people that want to grow or become better or build something or create a community based on the values that I keep hitting. And we talked the other day kind of about the 5 pillars, which was, hey, shift. Here's one of our pillars now. One of our pills. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, look at me ruining the vibes before they even come out. I'm sorry. You'll have to sit extra tonight. It's been a rough week. And tell me everything you hate about me too. But before you do that, it was truth finding, using logic, reason to try to understand and get insight, learn about ourselves, make sense of reality, virtue, trying to be better people and choose the good options over less good options and helping each other to do that and giving support. Creativity, supporting art, supporting creators, having people come and promote their stuff on here, all of that. Fun, entertainment. We still want to have a good time, and I think we do. I don't want this to become a stuffy, churchy place. And there was one more, and I already forgot it. I think it had to do with the emotions. Yeah, but I've been pretty good at shutting that down, like preventing that for a while now. That did happen a lot, but that kind of dwindled off. But he's not here now, and Yeah, like everybody's talking about him. I'm not a therapist. I'm not a therapist. I do use boundaries. You don't have to be a therapist to use them. But I'm not a therapist. And again, what are y'all not understanding? I drew a boundary the day it happened. He hasn't been back since. So what, like, why are we in two different realities on this? I've taken every action I could possibly take to demonstrate my commitment to what I want from this channel in regards to the incident, and I'm being painted like I didn't do any of that. Watch the streams and pay attention to what I actually do. All right, Shiv, back to you. He manipulates me into doing what? I bring him up because I enjoy his company and I like listening to his stories. That's me. I am choosing that content. I enjoy it. I get pleasure from Mike's content. So if he's manipulating me at all, he's manipulating me by being such a good storyteller that I can't help myself from wanting to listen to a new Mike story. Yeah, he's a locale. Well, you're not even addressing what you're not giving me anything concrete. What is he doing? How is he preying on my weakness? What weakness? Like this is just abstract words until you tie it to something that I can look at and see. And I'm not trying to be resistant because this is the kind of stuff that I want tonight. But I don't understand it. I don't understand what it's referencing because when I'm going through my mind with what I'm doing on the stream and what I saw happen, I'm not recognizing what you're typing. That's not what I'm doing or what happened. I have no desire to see Mike suffer. I'm not on a moral crusade to make sure he sees justice. That's not what Mike and I's connection is over or about. And if he earned his time in jail, I'm not going to excuse that. Okay, but what is see how we're on mic again and this is supposed to be about what any criticisms y'all have for me and my channel and the criticisms are about my channel but they're about Mike. It's like a platform to vent about Mike. If you have an obsession with Mike that you can't get over that's holding you back in life and keep you from healing and being healthy, you might want to talk to a real therapist. I'm not a therapist. I'm helping the best I can, just as a peer and somebody who knows Mike. But I don't understand this. The stuff that's agonizing you inside doesn't bother me about Mike. So I don't understand. You're working off of a whole different psychology than I am. Okay, again, Brian, I refer you to my previous statement of what happened the other day, and he hasn't been back since. So I don't know what you're referring to. I haven't let him on. I've spent every stream talking about how even if I want to let him on, I don't know how to do that in a way that's not going to damage the channel. I've been consistent. That has been my response every single time. So either you're not watching the streams or you're not taking in what's on the stream. And I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just very confused what you're saying. Hey, Shift, what's up?
Hello. Hi. Oh my gosh, I thought of you because I heard this
This
pickup
is
line.
gaslighting. I'm getting defensive because you're putting a reality I don't recognize. You're trying to convince me that your reality is real and mine is not. And any sane person's going to get defensive about that shit. Yes. Go ahead.
Hi.
Hi. All right. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm looking. Look, what a beautiful fish.
Oh, thanks. Oh, okay, that's perfect. Okay. So I heard this pickup line and I thought of you and I wanted to gift you with this magical approach so that, so you could find your heart's desire. Ready?
Okay.
Okay, so you see like that hot like fireman over there or whatever, yeah, whatever you're into, yeah, and you go
Yeah, probably a cop or something. But yeah, I can go with fireman.
a cop, yeah, okay, really, you prefer cops to firemen, really? Firemen are hot, bada bing, bada boom. But okay, so you see
I
this,
think I don't know. I haven't really looked at that like fireman much. I just see cops
okay.
more often. Do firemen have the handcuffs and all that?
I mean, sure, yeah,
Well, let's go. Let's do fireman. We'll go with your
or
scenario.
like
Okay.
lumberjack, I don't know, whatever, whatever.
Lumberjack. Let's
Okay,
do. Yeah, lumberjack
okay,
will
yeah,
work.
lumberjack is just like that's like universal, yeah. Okay, so you see this like lumberjack over there, and you go up to him and you're just like, hey, what what's your shirt made out of? And then like go look
Is
down,
that
right?
flannel?
Wait, yeah. And okay, you can work with that, and then you go, just kidding, I know what that is. That's boyfriend material. Bada bing, bada
I
boom,
love it. That husband
right?
material. I love it. I'm gonna use it.
Husband material.
I want to have a
Like,
guy just to use that on. I need to go find
yeah,
one.
yeah. Okay, so go look for
All right, let me
somebody.
practice. Like,
Okay,
what is
okay.
it? Um, hey, I like your shirt. What's that made
Hmm,
of?
thanks. Oh, I think
Oh, I
it's.
think I got it at Target. I think it's 50% polyester and
Oh, you're all
50%
the
cotton.
characters.
Really? Because it looks like husband material to me.
Damn, and then he just like takes his pants off, like right there. That's like the
Oh no,
automatic.
I don't, that's
Yeah.
gonna. I'm a demisexual. That's gonna ruin the whole thing.
Oh, never mind. Then he like buttons it up higher. And then he
If
goes
the
like,
best thing he could do at that point is just not run away, screaming.
okay,
If
he
he
just like,
stays there and even continues the conversation, I consider that a success.
yeah, yeah. No, then he's gonna, yeah, he's gonna do
Yes,
all
Ash, come at
that.
me, but come at me with some realistic shit and not about Mike, but about me. Everything you've been saying is about Mike. What am I supposed to do about Mike? He hasn't even been on the panel in like a week.
I think like on
So
behalf of
how is that a
the
grievance about me and my channel?
I think just on behalf of the people. Like,
They are obsessed. They will take any opportunity to vent at Mike, even if he's not here.
well, a lot of people are allergic to that kind of buffoonery. Anyways, well, I hope you use that pickup line. I hope it, I'll officiate the wedding.
I hope I remember it. Yeah, I'll
When
let you know
you
if
see
it works.
when you see that lumberjack, you'll remember. Because it's too
Yeah.
important to forget. See, I got you. All right, I'm gonna hop down, but um,
Well,
have a blessed
I'm
day.
glad you came up.
Night.
Thank you. And you had
Okay.
nothing bad to say, so I guess we're good.
Yeah.
We aired out our grievance the other day, though. I feel like we're fine.
You and moi?
Yeah,
Yeah, we good.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
so.
Oh
And
wait,
you
you know
know where to
what?
find me. If you have anything to say, you can always hit me up.
I don't like it. I don't like this background though. This is the kind of shit. Like if I saw this background right before I went to sleep, I'd have nightmares.
Well, it's
That
about the face and the shadow. You're supposed to have nightmares.
it looks like outer spacey. It looks like they're being like
They're
schmaducted,
in the
and I'm
far. It's
that's
the
like,
shadow in the mystical far. They're in the
oh my
grove.
gosh, that looks like you go into the forest and then you end up in outer space. That's like the biggest fear. I hate.
Well, sometimes you do, especially up
Ugh.
here in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh, no, aren't y'all like like serial schmillers or whatever? Like, isn't that what y'all are known for? Sorry, it's not
We
funny.
did. Well, I don't know if we still hold the record, but when I moved up here, we had the state with the highest rate of serial killers of any state in the U.S.
Really?
Yes.
Way to go. Okay, wait, and now you're like threatened by like what I learned are called super volcanoes, eh?
Oh, like is Mount Rainier one?
I don't know, but I heard something about, or maybe it's a super volcano. I don't know. You better like get lava repellent or something, though. I think allegedly.
I mean, I'm not really threatened by any of that. I just live with those kind of
I'm
natural
pretty,
disasters.
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Good luck.
I mean,
I
I
don't.
come from hurricane country. They have earthquakes up here. There's always some disaster waiting to happen. I've never
Yeah,
lived my life in the shadow of fear.
that's beautiful. That sounds like
What's your
gangster
problem
paradise.
with? Oh Lord, look, they're trying to start drama with you.
With me?
Shiloh, this is not drama night. This is if you have anything to say to me, you can address me with stuff. But this is not start drama with my panelist night.
Oh my, my. Well, my microphone's gonna go to zero because I gotta go. But
Okay, good seeing you.
Yeah.
Come
Okay, by
come
the way,
back tomorrow for Friday.
one
Halloween. Halloween.
this is Halloween. This is also 111 hits hard on mute. That's all I have to say. Okay, bye.
Bye. All right. Well, that was pleasant. Anybody else want a piece of me? I'm not Mike, but I think I still have a little bit of flavor. Oh, so it's not Rainier. Okay. See, that's how little I worry about volcanoes. I can't even keep up where they are. There's probably one in my backyard that I don't even pay attention to. I don't know. Disasters are part of like Mike. Do you understand the issue though? I don't I can't take the risk because of what happened last time and there's no way to stop it. So otherwise, yeah, I'd love for you to come up. I'm sure you have plenty to say to me. But you're an adult and you have to take responsibility for what happened. Yeah, I don't have an issue with you. I wish that none of that had happened. I really do. But I didn't do any of it. Part of the growth I'm talking about here, especially as men, is taking responsibility. And I see a disturbing lack of that around here, just all around. Like any chance to be a victim, people take it. They don't own their own power. Yeah, I suppose we do, but I tried to help you out of it. I really did. And it wasn't working. And so if I can't help you out of it, then I can't. That was like my backup for if something like that happens, then at least I can help him out of it and then we can get back. But I couldn't that night. And so if I can't do that, then that changes everything. Because that was my one security, like my one insurance against the risk. All right, and we still cool. Yeah, and look, dude, we can hang out off stream. We can hang out backstage. It's not that I don't want to hang out with you, but we talked earlier about that guardianship and protecting the space and the value, and I have to do that. That's my role here. And sometimes your role and what you have to do in a role conflicts with your personal relationship with that person. And all of us, I believe, have the maturity to understand, like, just, we understand the situation. All right, well, I'm at 2 hours. I'd still like to keep it going. It's early here. It's, God, barely 4 o'clock. Right. Well, ICB, that's kind of how this stream started, was the suggestion that maybe the reason you don't have co-hosts and people to collaborate with you has something to do with you and your actions or the way you treat people. And so that was what the stream originally started from, was, okay, I'm willing to hear all of that. And I went through at the beginning, I went through my different co-hosts because there was Chris before Joe. And I kind of gave a little synopsis of how each one ended. And I'm willing to look at my role in it. I'm not gonna deny that I might have contributed to some of it. But what I will say is that in every case, none of it was communicated to me where I could be part of a solution until after the fact, until it had already broken down. So I can only work with what I know. And that was part of the problem was people weren't coming to me because of they didn't feel like they could. And I thought we had an open relationship because I was going to them with everything I needed to tell them, but they weren't coming to me with things they wanted to tell me. And I thought there was this open line of communication. I had no clue that this stuff was building up because I don't pick up on that. I'm very verbal and I only know what people tell me. If it's happening non-verbally or vibey or below the surface or I'm probably not going to know that it's happening. You really have to beat it into my head verbally. Oh, okay. I'll follow your cue, Frank. I think he's saying play another chicken song. So why don't we do that? I need a intermission anyway. Frank is our new piss music provider. Anytime I need to take an intermission, the music will be courtesy of Frank, and he's doing a outstanding job. He's exceeding every expectation I never had for him. Is it Melancholy Cow and Chicken? What's Bollywood? Is it written in a different language? How do I find this shit? Is it the guy with horns on a cow? Shiva? Help me out here, dude. Oh, the shorts. I keep forgetting about those. Bollywood cow? All right. How long is this one? Here y'all go, folks. Bollywood cow. Where's the chicken? Where's the cow? And how is this a cow? Frank, you have a responsibility to your audience not to fuck with us like this. Let's see what this madness is about.
मुर्गी खेत में दौड़ रही है
It sounds gay, Brian. Let me see which one it is. Frank, that was really good. That was magical. It didn't even need the cow. I think you're moving beyond the farm. Oh, Remulac. I shouldn't. I don't know how. I don't even have a belly anymore. Seriously, I'm like bones. But I had an aunt, a great aunt that was a professional belly dancer, and she would show us belly dancing moves growing up. It was very difficult and complex. Okay, we have a guest. I think we might get some conversation. Welcome, welcome. Are you at home?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Jeff?
Kind of, sort of. You're coming in a little muffled,
All right, one second.
like robot-y.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
Nope. Never
better.
mind. Let's try
You at your house?
this. This one.
Um,
Still not good.
I think you cut. It's like you're cutting in and out.
One second. Be right back.
Are you in your car?
No.
Oh. What movie? Type. Let's see. You might have to type it again. Oh, Bollywood Hulu Brahmastra Shiva. What year was it? And hello, Snow, again. I like the Guru. That was a fun little movie and a fun little number. We used to play it at our parties. All right. I think we're waiting on Moose to get his audio working. So, in the meantime, I don't know. Do y'all want another Frank song? I know what I could do. I could do my ASMR chips. Ooh, even the bag. Listen. Y'all like that? I thought y'all would. Ooh, open it up. What's inside? Oh, look at here. Mmm. Oh. Mmm. 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 So good. Okay. I'm eating my chips. Are you
All right.
here?
Can you hear me now?
Talk
Can
a
you hear
little
me
bit.
now? Can you hear me
Think
now?
so.
Is it
Let me.
cutting in or no?
It has a little vibration to it, like a little bit of robotiness, but it's not distracting.
Well, is it loud enough?
It seems like when you come close to it, it is. I mean, we can hear you enough. We could probably make our way through.
Trying to figure out which one's the best one.
Is that the new mic?
Yeah.
Mm. Which kind did you get?
It's a headset.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like yours. All right.
Well, let's just go with it.
What if I turn it up? If I turn it up, does it work?
Uh, Play with it for a few seconds. I'm gonna grab another cup and I'll be right back.
All right. See, I don't know. I need the audience to tell me what's going on. Can't stand when you eat on stream. All right. I need to see if I can hear this on my phone or whatever. Let's see. Let's see. Oh,
All
I
right.
sound fine.
I I think I can hear you. I hear stuff in
Well,
the
kind of.
background.
It sounds like kind of muffled for some reason.
I hear background noise like you have the TV on or
Oh,
radio.
I had this stream on my phone
Oh, that's what it is.
just to see.
We have somebody in the back, but I think I'm gonna do this one on one tonight. So if you just wait in the back after Moose, I can bring somebody else on. It seems to be working well that way.
All right, cool. Who's in the back?
Ricardo.
Okay. All right, we can get through it. The reason I'm not cammed up right now is because on my way home, driving home, my mom called me and I was like, "Hey, I'm driving. I'll call you right back." And then I found out my aunt has stage 4 cancer. So it was
Oh no.
kind of a little upset about it. So I
Oh
just
no.
kind of don't want to have my cam on right now.
Were y'all close? Or are y'all
Y-
close?
Yeah, we were really close. Like growing
Oh.
up, she was like my main aunt. She lived like 7 houses away from me. So
I'm
yeah, I
so
mean,
sorry.
there's that. But no, it's all good. It's all good.
I know, but still, that's kind of so
She's
hard.
going through a process, and hopefully it will help. And you know, is
So
what
there's
it
some
is.
hope.
There's hope. Yeah, there's
Okay.
hope. She's already doing chemotherapy. Um, but it's already through her whole body. It's about like staying positive right now. You know,
Hmm.
just hoping for the best. And then that means I got to reach out to her too and make sure she knows that I'm rooting for her and all that. Maybe I'll make a song for her too. You know.
Oh, yeah. Well, and
So
if anybody like prays or wants to send light or healing thoughts or something, please, I
yeah,
guess that's okay.
that'd be pretty amazing. Um, yeah. So we can take the topic back over to what it was,
Well,
right?
this kind of started with some things that you and I don't know if y'all know this, but Moose is like the Jeff whisperer. I think he's the Spurg whisperer in general. He just has a way of saying things to me. He always has since he showed up here and getting through to me in a way other people don't. And when Moose says it, it suddenly makes sense and I understand it. And that kind of happened this morning when he was saying some stuff I wasn't aware of, and hearing it from him made me realize I need to listen to this stuff and start taking it seriously. If even if I don't agree with it, I need to at least give it a fair hearing.
But like, what do you mean exactly? Like, sorry,
Well, the
because we
stuff you
talked
were,
about a lot this morning.
yeah, the main things were the co-host, like the reasons
Okay, so
they were
yes,
leaving
I
was one
said
of them.
something kind of, I said something kind of cold to Jeff, and we were having a discussion in private, and um, I said, you're the reason why all the people around you leave, your co-hosts and stuff, and um, it's not because we don't want to be around you, it's because you like he Jeff has a way of building up a fortress around him to protect himself, and he's trying to build something, and he wants to make sure that nobody fucks with like what he's building, and I appreciate and I understand it and I salute it. But at the same time, we are all like we all fall short, and each of us comes from different upbringings, and like what is disrespectful to me might not be disrespectful to him, or like what's appropriate to each other. Like we have to have that open communication with each other to have that uh to kind of have that ability to get through those things without shutting doors on each other, right?
Do you think that I don't have that? I try to have that with everybody.
I think you do. I think you do have like an open door for the most part, but like you do have a point where um like for some people there's something in them that it triggers a response in you that says, I don't want this person around me. And maybe it's the patterns that you notice in their behavior, and that's something that I notice in people too. Or maybe it's like something they say or do that somebody else has done and said, and so that's like it's like a similar thing hitting your brain. I'm not
It
really sure.
it's almost always from my direct observation of what I see from that person. It's almost never what somebody told me secondhand because I don't go by that. I go by, even with Mike, people tried to tell me all this stuff about him, and I went by what I could see from him on my stream. And so if I decide, if I have an aversion to a person, and I usually give my reasons for it, and I have in the cases that I think you're talking about. And I don't know, because we still have an off stream conversation we have to have. So maybe if
Right.
it's that particular thing you're talking about, maybe there's some stuff we still
Well,
need to
there's
resolve or get clear one on one first before we get into it.
that's fine. I mean, I also like admit, like I told you, I admit that if Landry valued the relationship that he was trying to build with you, that he would have made it to the stream on time, and he would have been there. And
That's
so
what I
like
took out of it.
I didn't give you that. What I took it as is I was looking at it from his side, and his side is he's building momentum, and he had the opportunity to have a one-on-one with somebody and get a bunch of eyes on him, and instead of having the discussion that you guys had already like previously planned out, however long you guys did it or whatever, I don't know the details
We
on
had a
it.
stream set up we were going to do together. I was excited for it.
And so what my view is uh I definitely think that like you came down really hard on him, but I do think that I was kind of like really defensive and overlooked the fact that he didn't really value that relationship as much as,
And even
I
if that's
value
the
our relationship.
no, I didn't get the like I said, that's what I took out of it too. But even if what you said is true, like he had an opportunity that suddenly came up, that could have all been communicated. Hey, I have the chance to do this thing. Can we bump it back 30 minutes? Or that would have been fine. That would have even been very professional. Like I don't think anybody would have had a problem with that.
Yeah, and I think that's where you could give someone room to grow and learn from that
But
without
my
like
issue is not just that. And
right, and that's why we're gonna have the
right,
conversation
in order
outside
to
of this.
communicate it fully, I think it should be because there's some
Outside.
things I'm in the dark about first, so I don't want to make assumptions and start saying my thing until I clear stuff up for myself. And I think it's stuff that's better to start off stream. Maybe we can talk about it with everyone at some point, but I think you and I should at least start it behind the scenes.
Definitely, I agree with that. We can do that.
But another thing that came up though, speaking of, was not trying to see things from others' perspective. And I feel like I try really, really hard on here to do that through conversations and dialogue and trying to understand the other person and what they're saying. But also, people can make the case that my perspective is not being understood either in relation to some of these issues.
I think you do a good job in many aspects, but I think that once you've determined, like I think you profile uh pretty fast. I think you're pretty good at it, and so um it's one of your talents. You can pretty much
And
profile
do you
people,
not
and so
trust it?
um
Because it's
I
like you
I
can
do, but
profile, but
I,
other people can't. Or you
no,
can notice stuff, but other people can't. That even the same things.
that's not what I'm saying. I don't close the door completely to those things, and I think that's to my detriment.
But I was
Whereas
gonna say
you,
that's an individual choice, and like you choose to give more leeway in that area, and I choose to be more conservative about taking those kind of risks. But I don't think either choice makes the other person bad.
I think it all like pretty much works well though, as long as there's like an open line of communication in the whole process. I believe like when it comes to both versions of doing things,
What do you mean? Like doing things?
like the versions of thinking, the styles. Whereas like you're more closed door, I'm open to seeing, you know, what people have to offer, even with their
I feel
faults.
like I did that. Like it's on stream like for a week or two. I've been, and again, I think we're still talking about that one issue,
Or not
but
though.
I feel
I,
like I
I'm
did
not even
that.
talking about
Oh, okay.
specifically
So
that.
in general, I don't
I'm just
give
talking
people a
in.
fair chance.
I'm just saying you are quick to make your profiles on people. There's been a
But
few people that have come through here that they came in, they came for a couple rounds, and you made your determination on them, and they didn't come back. And that's not. I'm not making a judgment on it. I'm just bringing it up. I'm not
I'm
saying it's a bad thing either. That's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna talk about Pat S because he came up here, he trolled Mike, I blocked him, and I let him off for amnesty for New Year, and he kept going at my, and I blocked him again like within minutes, and I kept him on block, and people kept trying to convince me to take him off, and I'm like, no, he broke my rule, he broke my rule, and finally somehow I think I got paid or something. I took him off, and he became one of the best contributors in the chat. And I'm like, how I can't believe I had this guy on block the whole time. If I knew that he was going to be this cool, I never would have. But you're making snap judgments in the moment based on the rules you set and how people respect that or not. At that moment, he was not respecting what I was asking for this channel, so that's all I had to go on. And I've blocked a lot of people because of that. I don't know how many of them are actually cool because they never gave me a chance to find out because they came in with disrespect. And I have unblocked people. I have had people come to me and advocate for certain people, and I have unblocked them because I don't always remember why I blocked people. And I have been rewarded and surprised and very glad that I've unblocked them. And I'm like, okay, this person I judged in that moment. That's not the whole person. These other people came forward and convinced me to give them. I did, and I'm happy that I did. I have this cool person now in my community. So I have done things like that.
I'm not saying you haven't completely, but there are people out there that get shunned, and that's it. And
There's
which
people
is
that have
good
come on my
reason.
channel and disrespected it in a way that it's impossible for me internally to have them back. They've attacked guests. They've disrupted and harassed the chat. They've porn bombed. So those people go on a list where they don't get a second chance to do that. That's just stupid. That's just foolish. Like no smart channel owner would give those people room to do that again. So there is
Well,
a short little list of people that I have put
that's
a
like
big red
staged
X
more.
on and never again.
I mean, that's like those are the people that have perpetrated like actual things that can take your channel down. I'm
Don't
talking
enable
about
him,
just
Zephyr.
people.
He did. It was intentional because he was aware and he made a choice to stay where he was. And it's this enabling and infantilizing of him. Landry's much more savvy than y'all give him credit for. In fact, I'm kind of coming to respect his troll game. He's exposed. He's taking every one of you alpha. We want to be strong men people, and he is turning y'all into beta bitch. He's exposing all of that. I have seen people go to Landry I'm not going to work with you and take my videos down. And then 10 minutes later, they're handing Landry the KY. They're grabbing their ankles. Of course I'll work with you, Landry. And hey, you don't even have to take my videos down. Just keep them up. And I'm like, how does the kid do it? He completely turned this man that was like standing on principle, that was seeing the same thing I was, and then all of a sudden 180. I've seen him do that with so many people. And that's his game. He likes to pick conflict with people he perceives as like strong males or whatever, to try to provoke them into being the daddy that he needs them to be or wants them to be, to make them better people. I think I find him a bully, but I find him very much in line with Paul and slave style, because that's kind of what Paul tries to do, is break people down until they become the version that he wants them to be, that he sees in them. And I'm not judging that style. It's just not my style. I'm more collaborative. If I'm going to help someone grow, it's going to be with their participation, because that's the best way I found to make the lasting change. So, taking the drama and all that aside, just values wise, we are working on two different things.
Well, you'd have to actually like have him here to talk about that because I don't know exactly what he does value and
I'm
what
just
he
going by
doesn't
what I
value.
see. Again, I'm just
And
observation, and I don't
and
see
that
everything, so I don't know everything.
and that's what I'm saying. That's where people fall short on this whole internet thing. It's like we're capable of so much more, and he's actually one of the people that has followed through and done collaborations. I'm not saying work with the guy. I'm just saying he has proven to me that he'll show up to the game and he'll actually work with someone and get something done.
And
Now,
and
Wizard has been trying to get me to do something with him for a while. Yesterday, I tried messaging him. I said, "Hey, I'm gonna have some time like available for you." He never even read the message, never responded. So it's like, you know, pe- what people
Wizard
want
hasn't
now,
responded to you.
not yet. But that's how he is. He's old and he's that's just how he is. He just
Oh, okay. So you're
uh,
cutting him some slack.
I give everybody slack, dude, because like we all have lives and we all have like different things going on, and it's like, you know, uh not everybody is out here to hurt each other, and not everybody has bad intentions and stuff, but sometimes like people miscommunicate, people fall short.
But
I am one of the worst when it comes to timing. Like I can tell my wife hated this, dude. I would be like, "Hey, I'm gonna be home in 30 minutes." I'd be sitting there playing blackjack or something. It would be 3 hours later, 4 hours later, and I'd come home. And it's just because like time flies sometimes. Like you get in the moment and stuff, and time does fly. And that's where I fall short because when I'm in the moment, I can't tell what time it is. I can't tell you if I tell you I'm going to be there in 15 minutes, I probably shouldn't because I'm not going to be. But if I have to be at work, I'm always on time at work. So go figure, right?
because
It's
you're able to
weird
prioritize that somehow.
because your life depends on work, right? Your life depends on paycheck. But then when you're like in a creative moment, it's
Huh.
like it's hard for me to stop what I'm doing in a creative moment and like focus on anything else because my mind is so set on one thing that it's like I've got to finish this thought or I've got to finish this like flow because once it leaves, it's gone.
I think you're doing the right thing. I think you should keep doing that. And you don't overcommit. Like, you're aware of that, so you're not promising all over the place to be places at certain times.
I do overcommit sometimes too, and that's where I'm starting to pull back and I'm starting to do my own thing up here, in one-on-one talks or small groups or whatever, because this is where I would like to bring things in a more intimate setting, talk
Oh,
about
you mean
it.
off stream or just smaller
No,
streams?
no, just smaller, panels or whatever of people who actually want to have a conversation and not talk over each other and possibly do stuff.
I'd be down for something like that. I mean,
Well,
That's
that's what we're doing here, right? That's why I came up.
yeah. Um, there was one. It was the not seeing things from other people. And the rigidity, the stubbornness.
You are stubborn, Jeff. You're stubborn. You have certain like unwavering beliefs, and that's what makes you you. There's nothing wrong with that. You're stubborn.
Okay. Because
Not in
I think
all
of them as
ways.
principles. If
Yeah.
they're that unwavering, which I always thought was a good thing.
I which is why I'm saying like I have to I just gotta say it. You like just because
But
you're
it's
stubborn doesn't make
frustrating
it a bad thing.
because you present it in the context of what might be preventing channel growth and collaborators, and that's what I really want to take a serious look at. Because if there's any barriers to people wanting to work with me or wanting to show up at the channel or participate, those are the things I want to start opening up.
I'm a little more like fluid with things where I've been wronged by a lot of people and stuff. Uh and I've still gone around them and you know
Yeah,
done
I don't
stuff with those
understand that.
people and stuff. So it's like I wouldn't really recommend that, so to say, be like that, like open and stuff. I recommend you just being yourself and just continuing on with the standard. But what I do suggest is holding that standard, because over the last few months you dropped your standards a little bit and you let a little bit of the freak show go. And then Mike came in and he tried to turn it around or whatever, but it never really it was just messed up because once you drop the standard for one person, then like the rest of the people there want to play in the sandbox too because it's so uh it's enticing, like it's seductive to want to play in the sandbox and argue with people and uh and when you get Mike up here and you get people in the chat that want to do that, or somebody else up here and they have disagreements and they want to bring them from other areas and stuff. It's once you let one person do that, everybody's going to try to open the floodgates.
Yeah. And they did. But I also feel like now that I am trying to set a standard and maintain it, I'm getting a lot of pushback. And that's where we get into the you're being rigid, you're the heavy father figure now, the authoritarian, and that's what we came to get away from.
But that's where you're supposed to not care
I
because that's
don't,
where you
but it
stand on your
hurts when
principles.
it's from people that I like thought we shared like the same value. It's the people it's coming from that's throwing me more than the fact that it's happening.
I think it's just more of a perspective, and it's just, hey, here's a different perspective. Just think about it. Give it some thought, and maybe there's some truth to it. Maybe there's something you can glean from it. Maybe there's nothing of value that you see from it, but it's not an insult. It's not a like that's not. Our conversation wasn't uh, placed in a based on resentment or anything like that.
No, I don't think it was either. I think we had a very heartfelt, honest conversation, and
Yeah.
I I think we're good. Like you mentioned getting fucked over by a lot of people, but
Oh
as
yeah, no,
far as
we're
I
good.
know, I'm not one of those people. So I hope you don't feel like I've fucked you over or done you wrong in some way.
No, I don't. And just the one thing that like I was doing was making fun of the people that were fucking me over, but I realize that's a childish way to go about things too because it's a lose-lose. Like the more attention you give to like a narcissist and people like that, like even if it's good attention, bad attention, anything, like even bringing their name up, like it fuels their fire. And so the best way to do it is just to focus on other things. What you focus on is pretty much what happens in your life. Like you focus on the good things and more good things happen. Even though like, I got really bad news tonight. Like I'm still gonna I'm gonna turn a positive out of it. I'm gonna, it's gonna bring me and my aunt closer because I'm gonna call her, reach out to her,
You gonna
maybe
talk
I'll
to her
fly
today?
out. I might not talk to her tonight
Oh,
because she's had a rough day today, and so
you're gonna get to go see her.
I might I might drop everything and hop on a plane, go out there, but you
I,
never
I
know.
having been through it, if you get that chance, don't pass it up.
Yeah, it's not fun.
I
It's
know.
not fun,
I'm
but
I'm very sad for you.
the thing is when you got to focus on all the good things as well because even in the panel verse and stuff, there's a lot of people that I had to go back and let know, like, hey, like, I'm not doing this anymore, but you know, I apologize to you. And when I let people know that I'm not going back there, hopefully it will bring them around to have like smaller discussions and one-on-one conversations.
Because
I don't
this
know.
is the thing with the panel. You never know what's a genuine conversation and what's comment or content. Or performance. When there's an audience, it changes things. That's why I like to have one-on-ones away from the panels. And because even if, like, you and I sitting here now with an audience is different than if you and I were sitting here just one on one.
Yeah,
And
for
with
sure.
you, I don't have to so much worry about it. But with some people, when there's an audience, you're not going to get the same conversation you would have when there's not an audience.
Correct.
Because they're so used to like thinking in content and how can I make this content for my stream.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things that you're good at is seeing the people that are doing that and and if you keep those people away. But that's also the other thing though, is like, if you do it right, those people could be your content when they come here and they try to make a spectacle of your show or whatever. If you handle it in the right way, in a professional way, and like uh like a positive way, like you're trying to show, like I think it could be good in an organic instance, not like a predetermined kind of thing. But it's I don't know. It's hard because it's hard to know how to grow on YouTube like these days.
Yeah, I think it's just trying what works, but while sticking true to your
Your
vision. And I
values
want
and
my
stuff.
content to be from people that want to come here and be creative or share stories or ways to be better people. Like that's what I want my content to be. And so I'm trying to attract that. But I want to make sure I'm doing it the best way I can. If there's things about me that are turning people away or not attracting that, that's what I need to address.
I just y- the only thing I could say about that is you don't have very many people that are willing to collaborate with you right now. And I'm not saying that there's not people that aren't willing, but the one person that was willing didn't show up. And so
I never
when he
got, I
came back
was not 100% that they were
when he
as
came
willing
back,
as they pretended.
that's the thing. Is so when he came back, you weren't very gracious about it, and he didn't really make, you know, too much of an effort. So
Because I
you got to
watched that
find more
chat the
people.
night, like I was in the chat talking, and I heard what he, so I had a little taste of how a conversation would have gone, and I didn't see anything worth my time because it just seemed like a lot of deflecting and projecting.
And Ricardo's down there. He says he's into collaboration. I mean,
Well, we can
I don't
talk,
mind having
Ricardo.
I don't mind having people up here.
Okay. Well,
It's up to you.
c-
I
all
just don't
right.
want like 20
Well, in
people
the back
sitting
is
here
Zephyr
talking
and
about.
Ricardo. That
Oh
seems like
yeah,
a cool little mix.
open it up, dude.
Okay. And then you can always
And we can always have that conversation, you know, in private.
about that particular incident. Yeah, I told
Yeah,
you that I would give you a
we'll do it in
one-on-one, and
private.
if I'm not making guarantees, but if through us talking we can find some kind of way to possibly give you what you're asking for, even though I've tried that 2 or 3 times already. I'm willing to do that. But you know I have my Virgo analysis powers, and I've already run all this through that, and I know you don't want to trust it, but
No, I
I go off of
understand what
his
you're saying.
track record. Not to mention, remember, I've
Frank's.
met like 4 or 5 of these people already, so this is not my first one. I have a whole pattern to go off of,
I
and
understand. I
this is
have
a
to
lot of
interrupt you
people's
though.
first time with this type.
I got to interrupt you, Jeff. We got Frank down there. He says, "Have a nice day, Moose." Okay, I'm going to watch Game of Thrones.
So
Peace.
are y'all healed?
I'm
Is this
peace
healed?
time.
Like the three of us never get along at the same time. Is this
No, I think what it is he was just trying to be like, "Hey, like, go f yourself, Moose. I'm going to watch Game of Thrones. Peace." That's all
Like
right
Frank.
though.
I
Frank
think
Hey
is
Jeff,
Frank
cool.
might be
I
softening
love
up
Frank.
because I
how'd it go?
liked it a lot better when all of us were getting along and just hanging out. It was
He's like
fun.
How's
not
that for?
lost, you know,
It
sometimes.
felt healthy. Welcome, Ricardo, and welcome, Zephyr.
Hello, hello. Can you hear
Oh,
me?
yeah, we can.
Oh,
Hola.
great.
And
Hola,
hola to you.
amigos.
¿Cómo estás?
Muy bien.
No
¿Qué
habla.
tal?
I
Más o
can't
menos.
complain. I can't
Habla,
complain.
habla inglesi?
Yeah.
Proficient?
Un poquito español.
Yeah. I love Spain, man. I just love the Mediterranean region generally.
Ooh, there's some kind of copyrighted something
Yeah,
playing.
I hear music.
Sorry, it's just an advert.
Okay.
It's on my other phone. I'm just playing a game.
Oh.
It's not. It won't be intrusive.
I wrote another song.
Yeah.
Oh, on Suno? You want us to play it?
I actually have it on my SoundCloud.
Oh, okay.
I could get you a link.
Is
Hopefully it
that?
doesn't close. It doesn't close
Yeah,
me out.
that'll
Is it
work.
copyright free?
Yeah, it is
Mm-hmm.
for now. I mean,
I'd like to listen to it.
it's kind of crazy, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know. I did 2 versions of it, but do you want to hear the weird
Creativity
one?
is always allowed. That's one of the things we're trying to
Yeah,
get
Do you
more
want
of.
to
I
hear
like
the
crazy music.
crazy version, or do you want to
Yeah,
hear
okay.
the weird version? Because there's
Wait, what's the options? What kind of song
Crazy
is
or
it?
weird?
or weird.
Oh my
Like one of them,
God,
you're not
that
going to be
what
able
a
to understand
choice.
it.
How do I decide?
One of
Crazy
them
or
is a little
weird?
more clear, but it's very weird. But the other one is crazy and kind of
Which one do you think
aggressive.
is the better version?
I
Should we
don't really know yet. I have no
listen?
idea.
Tell you what, let's listen to the crazy one first, and
And
then the
then
weird one
see how.
after.
Yeah, I guess we'll end up having to listen to both, and then
Okay,
we can
the
do
crazy
a
one
vote
first.
It'd be
on
a
it. We
I'll
nice,
be
can
right
even
back.
do a poll.
nicer ending.
If I disappear, I'll be right back.
Okay,
Okay.
this is fun.
Because
I'll do ASMR in the meantime.
Yeah,
Mm.
me
Mm.
too, Jeff.
Ricardo,
I got
you
some
mentioned
requests.
something about collaboration. What did you have in mind?
I don't know. I'd just be happy. It's just my attitude, really. I'm happy to collaborate with anyone
Oh,
who can get on with me and who we see eye to eye on a vision of what we want to achieve. But do you know how few people I meet that actually want to do that?
I
In
do.
life
I do have an idea of how few. Yes,
or on the internet. But
me and
this
Chuck,
is
we're gonna maybe collaborate a little while, but
this is controlled and
he
directed. So
got
this
lost.
might actually,
The what?
we might actually be able to take it somewhere, especially with our astrological compatibility.
I'll try anything at this point, even the stars. All
Cool.
right, it's called Bonnie Aku. Oh, she's gone.
Okay.
She dropped. I had her song pulled up. Here she is. It's called Bonnie Aku.
Bonnie Aku.
Bonnie Aku. That's a song. Oh, you know it? Oh.
No.
Oh.
it's a
let's
little bit Welsh Irish sort of.
let's meet
Yeah.
Bonnie Aku.
Sounds good though.
Oh my God, what is this? Trip hop? Oh, Zephyr, this is fun.
They say don't look up, never look back, but I knew how to fight instead of ski stars, seated
Take that, Shadow.
I like it.
We need to do another panel read.
Getting on down, mate. Wait for it. Let's put my shades on.
But I died, then he died. Then Bob Ross invaded, not professed to choose. Life striated, distressed, patriated until Saturn ate it. Traded, swinging spring, infiltrated, punctuated. An exclamation, a question. If it is deicide, it is a suicide. So my left, I drew a card.
Deicide. Did you write these lyrics?
Yeah, I did.
Get behind the bandwidth to straighten that pump stick. Matt change his metaphors, mistletoe mistake, total perfect to a T. Red flag, holy wrote and remix.
Oh, good. A great pleasure, especially to enjoy with other people. Ricardo, I like our collaboration already. That looks cool. You could just come on panel with the shades and just sit. Even that I think would enhance the show. You could be our silent Bob. Zephyr, I didn't see this coming from you at all. I would not have thought this was Bonnie and Coop.
Funky. Yeah. That's funky as shit, man. I love it.
It goes,
Yeah, I like the music.
Because the pirate, you know.
Well, thank
Absolutely
you.
brilliant. Love
Yeah,
it.
the second.
That was the
second one
crazy
is
version? That sounded
No,
so
yeah.
normal.
Well, this is the weird version that I dropped in the back just now. So, but it's like a different song. It's the same words though. So,
Don't Look Up.
yeah, it's called "Don't Look Up."
This is the weird one?
Yeah, this is a
Dubstep.
weird one.
All right, we'll give this a
Yeah,
whirl.
it's a dubstep, and it's got a great dub break in it. Like I was
I
very
like
impressed.
dub.
With, yeah.
Don't Look Up.
Why not?
I like it already. I like the image.
In the light candle.
They say, don't look up, never look back. But
Is this Eminem inspired?
Star-seated ground
No.
broke through shipwreck, reconnoiter,
like
a
it.
point painter. I partmentalized and spend winter splitting pine, splintering
White Fort
spirals,
Rap.
spundles, thunders, all so and add some
like it.
toward to Taurus, restore point, serve us a swab. We save face so easy and total recall, calling all your yes. All in all is all at once. We are left to decide, but hung upside down. Destiny tried, strike, psych, slit, split, crack, crushed, axe, stack. But then they said I knew Judas job, Jesus, but I died. Then he died. Then Bob Raw debated, upright,
Jesus.
accused lines.
Hey, did you
Yeah,
write the
that was
lyrics?
a little different lyric
Created
there.
Jupiter
I
until
think that-
Saturn aided, traded, swinging spring, infiltrated, punctuated, an exclamation or question. If it is deicide
Amen.
or is it suicide? So my
Angry
left
white
eye
boy.
drew a card toward an arc and an arrow to Louis and Toulouse to Anne Bowley ball parapilo column silo knee hi ho I
This is the weird version?
Yeah.
I like it too. It's
Right, these
not
lyrics
weird
are
at all. It's so normal to me.
We're not singing.
I'm headbanging.
Head bopping.
I want to like sit down and talk to him and like, figure out what's wrong.
Fucking accents, partner, feed a
It's probably gonna be okay.
Parasite, pirate lead, charged by feet. I walk a plank, of course it's blank check to fate. Play to pay or pay to play, also known as stay away.
It also sounds
Originally
human.
somewhere near Melvin and Nirvana, Hermano, Amano, headed on top. Taurus, Moon, Leo, double Sun, Saturn, Click Junction, Black Sun, in back, Lucio, Sabasto, Pixio, no Neo, Nirvana, Waldo. Non sequitur mi amor en tandra tempo, la contador en todo con que so amais es más in go, go forth, fascinating on oracles, muse to Philadelphia.
Philadelphia. Ping, 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 ping. This is the break. This is the great dub break.
Oh, the AI made all this, or did you do it by hand?
It did it, but I told it what to do and where to put it. I didn't add the scream. It did it.
You didn't add the what?
I didn't tell it to scream, but it did it itself.
Oh, hey, MJ. Yeah, hello, Mike. You're definitely welcome to chat. Join in the chat. I mean, still kind of your space. You just can't cross the line. She said she did it with AI, but she told the AI what to do.
And I wrote all the words.
She made it her bitch.
Well, I have tentacles. I have brain tentacles, and they reach into the internet.
Oh, man.
So
That's...
that does help, I think.
I don't know if I feel better or not that there are people like you in the AI future. I guess we need tentacle people.
Well, I think that it's important because I think it just reflects back to you what you have inside of you. And so I think I've dealt with my shadow. So
But yeah, hang on. Because every time, that is your shadow. You never deal with your shadow. Every time someone thinks that they finally defeated their shadow, they are in their shadow because the shadow never... It's a shadow. We don't ever lose our shadow.
No, of course not. I braced it. I said, come here, and I gave it a hug.
We shouldn't be afraid of our shadow either.
I am. I'm not so much of me. I'm not afraid of it for myself.
Jeff.
I'm afraid of what it could do to
just
people
told on
around me.
yourself. You told on yourself just now. You
What did I
did.
say?
You said I'm afraid of my shadow.
But not
Your
of
shadow is
facing
your
it myself. It doesn't scare me personally. It scares me of what it could do to other people. Like the people around me could get affected.
But you would
That's
never
what
do
scares
that.
me.
You would never do
I
that.
don't know. I don't know. I feel like if I embrace it too much, I don't know what's going to happen, and it's a risk. And
You got to make it your bitch.
I haven't done that yet. I haven't.
Metaphorically.
I've learned to coexist with it.
Yep.
And I've learned to make choices independent of it.
You think.
Well,
we all do.
So far
we
it
all
seems
think
like
that.
you're right. It can sneak in anywhere.
I
think it's part of everything we do. I think everything we
do
is contaminated by shadow.
But don't let it be sly. It can be clever, but don't let it be sly.
I'm trying. I think we're doing some good healing work here. I hope it's
philosophical.
It's working. I hope, but I feel encouraged.
You're okay. You're fine. I wish I could hug you because I would rock with you while we hugged.
Oh my god, that'd be so fun. I can see us just sitting there.
I can feel it. See, I'm doing it with my tentacles right now.
Oh, Zephyr tentacles.
Can you feel the warmth?
You felt it though. You felt it.
I kind of did. This is see. This is the dreaming. This is how we could do anything with our imaginations here.
Yep.
And when we go back to our real life, we don't have nearly as much fun.
No, I do. I have tons of fun.
You have tentacle people in real life.
Yeah. I tell people about them, and you should see the look on some people's faces. Whenever
you probably have actual tentacles hanging on your wall that you made with styrofoam or something.
I have wings. I have 2 paintings of octopuses. I also have a glass octopus. I have all those. all the disco ball animals and creatures. I have the disco goat.
God,
Oh,
this is just having creative people
yeah.
here is like bringing the energy, the right
Yeah,
energy.
well, I'm a renewable
Good, isn't it?
resource as long as it's reciprocal because they can be drained. And the draining just kind of keeps me like from contributing.
Do you find it draining here? And do you have any
No,
criticism or feedback?
I
You
already
kind
gave
of
you my.
address stuff in the
Yeah, I
moment,
did.
right?
I already did that. I already did that with you. We already talked about it
Mhm.
just the
Oh,
other day.
with
I
Yeah,
the
listened to it.
mic thing.
I was
yeah.
listening. It's good
Yeah,
stuff.
well, I think that's pretty much he pretty much solved that himself
Yeah,
for
he did,
everybody.
didn't he? And but it was brought up beforehand, I think. I think we were trying to warn you a little bit, but that's okay. I'm not going to say I told you so because I didn't.
To- but it nothing like that happened before where I couldn't get back on track. That was
Not with you.
Yes.
well, so it was always a possibility, but I guess it was not enough of one for me not to take the risk.
Well, and I think
Because for like over a year it didn't happen.
yeah, well, it's fine. We're all fine, so it's
But
all
at
good.
some
I mean,
point I guess maybe it was bound to happen and that was the point.
yeah, but I'm glad you
But it
didn't
was a
avoid it.
good run. It was a good run. I
I'm
don't
glad you didn't
regret it. I
avoid it,
don't
and
apologize.
I'm glad you figured it out.
But people tell me that about a lot of people. That's why I
I
make my
know.
own decisions. People tried to tell me that about Moose for the longest time.
Yeah, I
People
didn't
tried to
even
tell
know.
me that about other people that I led on the panel that I really like and enjoy and have been a positive asset to this channel. And they still try to convince me the person's up to something and I shouldn't let them on.
Well, see, and I think some people do that divisively. It's
If
like
people have something concrete that they want to, but they never do. It's all that's how I know it's all like secondhand gossip and stuff because they don't have something concrete they could show me or send me and say, "Take a look at this. You might want to rethink this guy." It's all
Mhm.
trying to verbally convince me through storytelling of something.
Yeah.
And in the panel verse, the stories are recorded. We can go back, and the memory is
I always go back and watch because
observable
you can
by
watch the
everybody, the
panel.
same event.
Yep, you
It's
can always
Yeah.
go
communal
back.
He
memory
said,
that's
she
being
said,
archived
kind of stuff.
live as it happens. That's never happened before in human history.
Sometimes we don't have time to go back and watch the thing, but that's when we probably shouldn't say anything, you know?
Right,
Mm.
because that's receipts. There are plenty of autistic people out there that will go and find those
Yep.
clips. So
I'm not scared.
it's
I'm not
always
scared at
possible.
all.
And now that they're integrating AI into YouTube, at some point you're going to be able to search, like find the stream that this happened on, and it'll
Mhm.
just pull it up.
Cross-reference this with something
Yeah.
else. And yeah.
The way I go is if it takes me too long to find it, I don't bother.
I
Just
just
drop
get
it.
mine's an ocean. I have over 1,000 videos now. It's an
There's
ocean.
so much to look
I don't
for.
know
Well,
where to
see,
find
but
anything.
you're really good at tagging people on your streams too,
That's the
so
only
it'd be
thing I have
very,
to go by is who was on the stream. I can search by that. But then, like,
but
how many
other people,
streams was Mike on? How
yeah.
many streams was Moose on? How many streams were you on?
And
Mhm.
how many streams did the person who was doing the hosting put tags in? That's really the key point is that most people don't tag the people that were in the video.
Yeah, I try
So
to
I had
get
to
them
go
every
through my
as they come
history.
on. I try to get
I
them.
go through my history and I go, oh, but I still managed to find like I had a thing with 10th Man and Orthodox guy the other
He's
day.
another one I don't care for. Moose was talking earlier
Thing.
about snap
He doesn't
judgments.
like me at all. He doesn't
And
like me at all.
I watched
I'm fine with that.
Orthodox Guy for a little while, and I kind of liked him. I didn't see anything unusual. He seemed like an
Yeah,
entertaining
I
guest,
like
and he
him.
had good
I like
conversation.
him
And
a
then
lot.
I saw
he's
him
funny.
bully this autistic guy all night one night with this other
I
guy. They
heard.
kind of tag teamed him,
I didn't see that.
and it
Yeah.
completely turned me off of
I'd like
Orthodox
to.
Guy as a person. Now, is that a snap judgment, or is that me
I think he would
course
have a
correcting
problem.
after I recognize somebody whose
That's
values don't
different.
align with
He
mine?
would have a
Could you,
problem with you talking shit about him while he's
I
not
don't care.
here.
He could talk
could
shit
you
about me. I
possibly
don't
play
care.
it
That's
so
what I said.
we
I
could
said
review
the
it
same
together?
thing. He
Because I
confused it
haven't
with
seen it.
I say that
Yeah.
I confront things, you know,
Mm.
directly, and he thought that if I had a problem, he basically was complaining because he was complaining about 10th Man, and then I went on 10th Man's and I was talking, like commiserating with him a little
This
bit.
sounds like a
And
whole nother section of the
yeah,
Panelverse with
exactly.
drama.
Yeah, I
Mm.
know. And I was like, and then I like was over at Gabe's NPCs, and he
All
came
linked
over and
there.
like started me 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 me. Yeah,
Mm.
and then he said I was being sly. I was
I
like,
was
Ooh.
just really turned
I
off
don't
by
know what
what I
that is.
saw from this guy. And so,
Yeah, I don't know.
like for that reason, I don't feel like I have to have him on my panel for anything.
I
But
thought we
people
were
are
okay.
might say that that's being rigid or stubborn or not open. But I feel like I have the data I need to comfortably make that judgment.
But he wanted me to confront him directly, so I went back and I watched the show again. And then I texted him and I was like, I don't see what you have a problem with. I would say every one of those things to your face. Like, do you want me to do that? Because I could do that. And I didn't hear from him forever. So I started, whenever I saw him around, I was like, hey, dude, check your DMs. Check your DMs, you know? And then I thought we worked it out. And then his grandma went in the hospital. And I found out about that after we had made up or whatever. And it was like I went over to Landry's and he was collecting money. I didn't know it at the time. I was like, I send his grandma love. Let's send his grandma some love. And somebody in the audience, I think it was Shadow Band, uh, like sent money and said that it was because I said so. I was like, I didn't say so. I said send love, but I guess money works too. That's cool. And that's how I
Oh,
found out they were taking
well,
donations.
money is love here in the Panelverse
And then get this, like an idiot,
or
the
the
following
YouTube
morning,
verse.
I went on somewhere and I was like,
Not really.
how's your grandma? And and
Mother could
he
never replace love.
and his grandma had passed away, and I was like, oh man, because I didn't
Oh,
know. And I was like, I hope your grandma's fine. I hope everything is okay. But I felt really dumb because I was not aware of that at the time. But he didn't seem mad or anything.
Mm.
But now he's just like, no, he doesn't like me. He says he's
We're
sick
still
of me
talking
being
about
loud.
Orthodox guy,
Yeah,
oh,
right? Well,
that's okay. He doesn't have to like me.
I'm quite a big fan. I often have a really good laugh when I'm listening to his
Yeah, he
live.
is pretty funny. He's funny. I
Um,
still watch him too,
he's
but
and
funny
he's
in a
pretty
bully
chill as
way.
well
Like he
most
was
of the time.
picking on this autistic kid for
yeah,
Well,
entertainment
he
I
does have
haven't,
a
to
I
bully.
didn't
entertain
see
the
it. I
crowd.
haven't seen it, Jeff. So could you possibly
I couldn't
send me the
possibly.
link
I
or
have this was
review it or
months ago.
something?
I have no idea. I don't even know whose stream it was on. I don't think it was
See,
his
now you're
stream.
expecting us to take your story. Oh
So
no.
it's quite
I
a
mean,
while
I'm
ago
sure
then.
other people saw it.
Yeah,
How
find
long was it
someone more
ago?
autistic, Ricardo.
Because it
Someone
was
more.
10th Man was on, it was Orthodox guy and some other person, and this other
I'm
person
not
and
autistic.
Ortho were tag teaming this little autistic person who I think was
Who was it?
he goes on Joey's
That 1 2 3 guy or whatever.
maybe what's his
Um,
name,
One, two,
maybe
three.
he uh,
yeah
yeah, he's
that's
like quite short and sort of almost
but
Latino
anyway it was
Latino
yeah, it was
looking.
something like that, and I kept typing in the chat like he's autistic dude, you're being a bully blah, 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 and they just kept doing it for like an hour.
Yeah, that's content for them.
It's like Artho. He was like a cat that got a hold of
A mouse.
a rat or a chew toy, and he just wouldn't let go. He was just
Mm.
shaking that thing around in his mouth for like a whole hour. It was so
Yeah, and
unpleasant to see.
he also has done the like
And
I
that's not
don't.
people I would
Do you
hang
think
around
do you
like
think
that.
that shows
That's they're not looking.
Jeff? Do
They're
you think
not
that
here for the
shows
same things I'm here for.
Jeff? Do you think that shows masochistic qualities or
A little bit.
sadistic? Sorry, sadistic quality
It
by doing
seemed
that.
like the kind of bully that would punch down for it. Like he picks easy targets to entertain his friends, so it's kind of like
It,
Mm.
peacocking for the guys.
I don't
he
know.
he. I'm not an easy
He talks
target.
to everyone.
Well, then maybe he doesn't bully you.
I think
Oh yeah, he tries. He
Oh.
I
actually
think it's more
kind of cock
balanced.
blocks me on other panels and stuff because he goes up like because he knows, and he's like trying to insert himself in spaces that he knows that I go in. But maybe it's not personal. I don't know. Maybe he's just there.
Mm.
He's everywhere. I don't assume he's following anybody.
He
I
hasn't
think
been over
he's
here
just
yet.
No, he's
No.
not coming over here because of what I saw on that panel. I don't have anything to say to him.
Oh, this is my safe space. Yay. But I still go on the other panels.
I mean, it's not a safe space. I guess if he wants to come up, I could tell him what a bully I think he is, but I don't know
Yeah,
why he would want to
give him
do
a
that.
fucking chance to explain himself at least. That'll be entertaining.
Yeah, I'd watch that.
Hmm. Give him a
But you
fair
know what?
hearing.
It's crazy. It has to happen in your space, but he's gonna have qualifiers because that's what he did over at TML. He was like, I want a one-on-one.
He is a fascist, though. You know that, Jeff, don't you?
Who? I don't. There's no
OG,
fascist. That's a World War II phenomenon. That's
He's
it's
a
not,
megalomaniac. Let's just say that.
national, what do you call it? Supremacist.
He's a white nationalist. Yeah.
That's it.
none of that means anything to me.
Probably has got a lot to do with the place he's from, but I don't know. Can't tell you about America because I've never been there. Well, I can tell you about England and the UK and other places I've been.
We were taking quizzes, like personality quizzes, you know, those fun
Oh
ones that
yeah.
you take online. Ugh. Just like we did last year with the EIQ test.
I came across it the other day. I was going through some files and I'm like, what is this? And I pulled it up. I
You
said, oh
know,
yeah, my emotional intelligence.
yeah, I was going to say I'd rather do an EQ test than
You
Yeah,
like.
that's what it
should.
is.
Zephyr paid for me to take one, and it was very thorough. It took like 2 hours. It was long, very in
I think
depth.
I'd
So
enjoy it.
it was detailed. It was
Yeah, and it only
thorough.
cost
Was it
$11. It was a pretty good deal.
was it a stress, Jeff? Was it a chore?
It was fun. They had different sections, so they had a lot of variety to it. And was that the one where you had to like look at pictures of people
Yep,
and then
yep.
figure out what was going on with them? Like, why is this person looking
Uh,
this way? Why does the person look mad at this other
it's
person?
like
What's going on with this
situational
person? And you
analysis.
had to interpret the pictures.
Yeah.
Based
It
on
was
the
fun. Like tell little
based on
stories
the
about them.
question. Yeah, they would
Yeah.
tell little stories about them. Basically, like from your perspective, they would give you some personal info, like as if you were one of the people.
Hmm.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was fun. I liked it. It was a good test.
I love taking
I
tests on here. I've taken all kind of tests. I
Where
took
can I do that?
the person out the Big Five. I took the
Where can I find that?
philosophy test
look
to see what
if you know
philosophy.
where your file
Google
is,
it.
Jeff. Then it'll say what the website was.
Mm.
I think.
Let me see if I can
Emotional
find it.
emotionalquotient.com.
Let me
No, I don't
remember
know.
what folder I saw it in.
You can't just search your whole files for EIQ.
Probably not. It'll be easier to do it this way.
I don't know how organized your files are.
Not. They're
You've got
ADHD organized.
well that's Virgo, you know. You're Virgo.
Oh,
I've got Mercury
where I
Virgo,
have my
so
own organization built in.
yeah,
It's like
mine
a
too.
place. It's like a place for everything and everything in its place. Hmm.
I'm like Marie Kondo in my head.
Who's
Except
that?
for I'd never get rid of anything. I just have it all organized to where it seems like that. It takes my file guy a while to dig through the back files.
Hmm. Who's
It's
Marie
not always
Kondo?
she's like if it doesn't give you joy, get rid of it.
She's the little Japanese lady that organizes it. She teaches people how to organize their clutter. She
On
was in
Yeah.
TV.
it like
It
since
didn't, but
yeah.
I'm not like that in my
I
real
haven't
life,
seen that.
only in my head. It's my head is organized, but the rest of I've got chaos, but I know where things are. I found just this morning I
Yeah.
had to find a battery for my vape because I got a cartridge that has a detachable battery and
Right.
I managed to find it. So
Hmm.
it works.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
pretty.
Well, it's
I
kind of
know
the bane
everything
of
is.
Dan's existence though,
Organized
because
chaos. My places.
I'm a creative person and I have piles of things. They're
Yeah.
all like There's no like
Yeah,
grossness really. I mean, sometimes I get some cans stacked up or whatever, but they're all empty. Occasionally
bit
there's
of
one
here
that's
and there.
not, but it doesn't, I don't let it get gross.
Use spiders' webs.
Yep, spider's webs. Sorry, I'm not home right now. I'm walking in the spider web. That's a great song.
Bit of incense ash. Got to light some more incense. Actually, it's funny.
Oh yeah, I love my Nog Champa
No champer all the way.
all the way. Only the blue box with the red stripe. That's the only one that's good.
No, I've got loads.
I get them like I buy like a double batch like box that's got like 50
And
in
look,
each tag.
it's Plumius. The
What's
test, I
that?
found it. It's Plumius. PLU. Here, I'll put it in the chat.
No wonder we didn't remember. Jeez.
So just Google this.
Hey, it's Nunzio. All right, Nunzio.
Oh, hello, Nunzio. And
Look at that.
thank you, Moose. Thank you for hanging out. And I hope
I'm not advertising
I hope
anything,
things
Jeff. I'm
get
just going
better
to show you
for
my
you. And I hope they
incense.
turn out okay.
Sure they will.
It's quite
And
impressive.
definitely do what you're doing. Follow that call. What is that? Saliva? Oh, is that your
Satya.
incense?
Yeah, it's the Satya range.
Oh,
They do
okay.
about 100 different flavors.
Agarbati. It
Agarbati.
smells good already. I can almost smell it from here.
Can you smell them?
Yeah, we're working on it. Yeah, we do. We need collaborators. We need creative people. We need to get this channel lifted off the ground. We've done it before. We've started over many times when we've lost co-hosts or contributors. And so we're used to doing this, but this is a chance to do it
Very nice.
in a different way, in like a really solid way this time. So I'm trying to work on games. The members only stream are really a chance for people to show up and start actually building what
Yeah,
they want on this channel. Because whatever we
cool.
do on the member streams, we can release on the main streams.
Only one problem with that, Jeff, at the moment. I'm not a member anymore.
Oh,
My
I've lost
elephant,
yeah, that's
my
because
I've lost
elephant
my
YouTube.
incense.
greenness.
I don't have any control over that. YouTube won't let me assign specific memberships, and it
Right.
won't let non-members. You could still be on the panel. Like the members only streams, you don't have to be a member to come on panel. I just have to have a way to get the link to you.
You just have to be a
You have to be a member to
member to
participate
chat.
in the chat and to
Yeah.
watch, technically.
Oh, that's
Although
cool.
some people
can
end up
bypass
streaming
that.
them back.
I could bypass that. couldn't I?
But yes, Moose, what I would like to do is get a little team together. That's what I'm vetting for, and that's what some of those questions that I keep asking are designed to do.
Yeah.
I started one in Discord a while back, but nobody used it. But getting a little, like, executive team or inner circle
Yeah, I don't do
and
Discord.
start
Really.
Yeah, I'm all
planning and
about Discord.
strategizing some really concrete things to
Cool.
offer here and getting some structure to it.
I like the Discord because everybody that has a panel has a Discord, and I can drop links, and who knows if anybody actually clicks them. But I always feel like even I'm still putting it there, So it's like I can backtrack later and go, see, you know what? If you'd been paying attention, you would have seen my oracle friggin' shining right here, but you just missed it. Haha. Nice. Did you see my incense burner? It's pretty cool, huh? That's pretty cool. I like it. It's pretty. I
Green
like it.
shiny.
Yeah,
A
it
little
looks like a patina copper color a little bit.
I love green. Green's like
I do too.
one
I'm
of my
wearing a
favorite
green
colours.
shirt. It says it's from Eastern New Mexico University, and it says "Jump into the future."
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because it's going with the Pepe theme.
Green and
Everybody's getting all into the Pepe right now.
we're both rocking the purple look. Green and purple are top
Green and
colours.
purple go really good together. So do green and yellow. I like green and yellow together.
Green, yellow, and purple. That's Mardi Gras.
Yeah. Oh, you know
Those
what?
are
I
those.
just I
With
posted a
gold.
video that was from Prof. That was a Mardi Gras earlier.
From wait, a what? From
Prof,
Say
this
again.
rapper. It's a rapper that I like named Prof,
Oh, isn't that
and he
we could
does.
play here? It's
Not
Yeah,
Prague.
copyrighted.
no,
Uh,
no, it's really good though. I love him. I flipped him off at his concert, and I gave him a painting of a tree.
You flipped him off.
Yeah, because that it
Did he
means
flip
something
you off
different.
back?
I flipped him off because I'm a fan. Yeah, he flipped the camera off in the at the end of the New Orleans video, so I figured it was reciprocal.
That's so
He
cool.
got it. He flipped me off too. He saw me. He saw me flip him off, and then he flipped me off. So
So
I think
fun.
we compensado, copacetic.
Oh
I'm
man.
a I'm a friggin' metaphorist, man.
that's cool. Like that's something you could brag about to your
Yeah,
friends and grandchildren. I flipped him off,
I
and then he
did.
flipped me back off.
Yeah, well, and I gave him a painting,
It
and
was the best concert.
it was a tree, and it had the dot sign on it. My
What a
dot sign.
moment.
Oh,
Yeah.
your dot, your ellipsis, ellipsis.
Well, it was it's a dot. It's the dot sign. They are ellipses though, but it doesn't say dot. It says dots upside down. You've seen that, haven't you, Ricardo?
Yeah, that's you explained it the
Well,
other day. I thought it was clever.
like an
Yeah.
umlaut.
Let me see if I have it. It's still in my avatars.
Magic
I think, yeah, I do. I do have it.
moments.
There, that's my dot sign.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, I've seen that loads. Yeah.
Yeah, most people think it's just an upside down stop sign, though.
Yeah, I thought that at first because it's the
Yeah, I
same
did too.
colours,
I'm
Yeah,
glad
well,
I asked about it.
yeah,
reversed. Maybe.
everybody thinks it's upside down dot sign or stop sign, and then I go, no, it's not. And they look at it again, and they go, oh, it's like one of
If
those
you
real
turn it
subtle
down,
brain
if you
openers.
turn it upside down, it's more like pots rather
Well,
than
it could
dots.
be. It could be, yeah.
Yeah,
You could flip them
you would
around.
see pots.
If
Yeah,
I turned the P the other direction, it would be pots.
yeah,
But pots are good. I like
which
pots.
makes about as much sense.
You know what's really crazy is if you go to India and you look at the stop sign there and you turn it upside down, it says burn.
Australia,
It says burn in English. It's like that's
burn.
what. Yeah, it says burn.
Burn, baby, burn. Burning down the house.
Just go
It's
further.
I know. See, this is how my mind works, though. I have it on my Instagram. If you check out my Instagram, you'll see it because I have a picture of the upside down sign. I was like, you mean like if you turn the stop sign upside down in India, that it says burn in English? That is so weird. I can type upside down
What you
with
mean? Like
with my keyboard. I can type upside down.
you can wait. You can wait. You can turn
What?
your keyboard up to where the letters are upside
No,
down and still
no,
type.
no. I type so you can read the letters even though they're upside down.
What?
Like, watch. I'll
Mental.
show you. I'll show you.
All
I'll show you
right.
in the back.
Show us.
Yeah, I
'Cause
will. I'm doing
we
it right
don't
now.
understand. We don't get it.
Yeah, I know. It's okay though.
We're just simple men.
Because I
It's
just
kind of
tried it and I couldn't even almost get
it's
one letter.
it's kind of slow, but yeah.
Upside down typing tonight on Outliers in Exile.
It only works with some
Wait,
text.
what? Can I paste here, y'all? I'm gonna paste it in the
Okay, that's
main
fine. You
chat. What
can.
are you saying?
World exclusive.
Well, it'll work if your
What
A's
is
are.
this?
We'll look at it upside down. It's
Upside down.
Turn it
I'll be
upside down.
damned. How did you do this?
I practice.
Practice?
Upside
How do you
down.
It's
You have
typing
to learn.
keys. What is there to practice?
You have to spell
Upside down.
backwards. You have to spell backwards.
Oh, like I see, like UMOP. Oh, it's actual letters, and
Upside
the
down.
I is the X. I see. Okay, I get it now. Yeah, that is kind of impressive.
Yeah, I can also write backwards with my left hand, but that's because my dad was superstitious.
You can write backwards with your left hand.
Yep.
Can you write forwards with your right hand?
What did he say? You better learn to write backwards with your left hand.
No, he
demon
said you
child.
better learn how to write with your right hand instead of your left hand after I already learned how to write with my right hand. Or with my left hand. See, now I'm dyslexic.
They tried to get me to teach to write with my right hand, just like everybody else, but I wasn't having it. I was like, no,
Oh, see, I was
it's
more.
left
I,
all the
my,
way.
yeah, my dad would have beat the hell out of me if I didn't. So I kind of cooperated.
They were easier on me, teachers.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad now. It was really hard, but I have all sorts of weird. I can think in all different directions.
Mm,
It turned out to be a
really
gift
cool.
eventually, as all hard things are. Do
Yeah.
we hear your music
Okay, yeah,
again?
turn the ad off. It might be copyrighted.
Sorry.
You
Yeah.
playing your game.
Give a
Well,
volume
I
button.
can wrap up if you want. We've been going a while.
Yeah, I gotta get ready. I have to cook some food for Dan
Oh.
for work tonight. I'm gonna be
Well,
sitting in the car at
why
the
don't we
laundromat
take a
again.
break from our panel addiction for a little bit? And
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I'm
sure there'll
not
be plenty
addicted.
to do later. Let me
I
see
just
if there's somewhere I
really
can
like
send
it.
everybody.
Oh well,
I
thanks.
haven't shown you my crisps yet.
Zat, 24-hour live stream challenge. Yeah, y'all go help him out.
They're Ukrainian.
Who's Zach?
Zatoichi.
Oh, he's flat earther, man.
Zat? We've
Yeah.
never talked. I didn't even know we've never talked about that.
No,
It's
no,
never
no.
come up.
Maybe it's not him. Maybe it's the other one. Maybe I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm thinking of somebody else. Actually,
Oh,
the names are kind of hard to keep straight for me.
let me
Check
see
that
if
for a
I'm able
flavour.
to.
Is it the older guy, Zadiochi 444?
Yeah,
Oh,
you know
okay. Yeah, I like
he's on
him.
here all the time.
He's cool. I like him. I'm sorry I confused him with somebody else.
He's having
Aspic
some
with
kind of live
horseradish.
stream challenge. I might even go see what it's about. Ooh, wait, hang on. What is that, Ricardo? Flint, aspic, horseradish. What?
Mm-hmm.
I
What is
love
that
horseradish.
nasty shit they have y'all eating over there in the
I
They've
like
UK?
got some
horseradish.
really strange
The
flavours.
kind
Oh my god, aspic with horseradish?
Mm-hmm.
that's what I had for a snack.
Why are
It's,
y'all so weird?
it's Ukrainian. It was from a Polish.
Oh, I'm
Bought it from a
sorry.
Polish shop.
No offense to any of my Ukrainian friends
It
that are
kind of looks
hopefully not
similar
watching this show.
style to the
They're actually quite
Gardettos.
nice. They're quite strange, but not bad.
Look,
Not
I'm
unpleasant.
Cajun. I have no room to talk about what anybody. We eat the
This has
grossest
rye
shit out of
chips.
the swamps you can imagine. So I take it all back.
Two crocodile
Yeah,
sandwiches.
I bet you those would be good. Not
Enjoy your
sandwiches.
aspic.
Yuck. Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Yeah, I like the rye chips in the Gardettos. They're pretty good.
Rye chips, yeah. Oh, wheat
They're
and rye.
yeah, and it has like little pretzels, little tiny pretzels, and little breadsticks.
Mm. They're a bit crunchy, but I like rye bread. That's
Yeah, I
soft.
love marbled rye. There's nothing better than a Reuben with no Thousand Island on some marbled rye.
What about Melba toast?
So filling.
I don't know.
Oh,
I like what is the Jewish stuff that's called matzah? I like
matzah.
matzah. Yeah, I like matzah.
Mm.
I've had chocolate
Peach Melba.
matzah. Chocolate matzah is really good too.
Mm. I haven't
Apparently,
tried that.
somebody said that they put blood in it. I'm like, what? They do not.
Ooh.
Such a liar.
I don't
I
have
used
to
to
wait long for it to get weird. It's just-
Somebody tried to
I
tell
love
me that, and I was like, no, I watched them make it, so no.
always pig's blood, isn't it?
They say,
Oh.
I guess, I don't know. It's not pig's blood because they're Jewish,
Yeah.
obviously.
Ugh. Yeah, I'm a Rasta.
I love bacon. I love
Rastas
bacon, though.
don't eat.
Y'all know what?
Rastas
This
don't
is a
eat pork.
perfect conversation to take over to Zat, especially the pig's blood one. I think I should drop y'all right into
We'll
his
do
stream
it.
and just
Do it
carry on
already.
like y'all don't even know y'all switched panels. That would be hilarious.
Let's do it.
Hang
I
on.
like that.
Let me pull his up so I could be there.
I'll go
Well,
over
don't
and
we
have a
have to
chat.
join his too, or do we get a...
Oh, right. I
He'll
guess you do.
let me up.
He has to let you on. But he's having some live stream challenge, whatever that is. So he'll
You might
probably
even
go
give me a
on.
We'll
spanner.
go over and see if he'll let us up, because I bet you he'll let us up.
Bet you will.
And
All
then you
right.
can just drop out. I hope this doesn't count as, what do they call it, mobbing or whatever?
It's a raid. Yeah, no, it's
Mhm.
going to be a raid.
Raid.
We're going to go raid him. And then y'all can
Jeff-
click his link
Gen
and go
X
on if
Jeff
you want.
raid.
Gen X Jeff raid.
Here we go. All right. I'm going to drop y'all, and then I'm going to
Well,
end the
then we-
stream, and it'll raid everybody. And I'll see y'all
Julio.
tomorrow for Friday Free for All. All right. I'm bumping you over to Zats. Thank you for hanging out. And it doesn't have to end here. hopefully this, what I was trying to do was break down some walls or some barriers that might keep you from communicating with me, because I want to be open. And I don't know. It's the more I do it, the better I get, maybe. But um, you can email me, you can comment, you can hit me on Discord, whatever. It doesn't have to stay here. I just want you to know that I will receive your feedback. I can't guarantee how I'll react to it, but I will read it. I will listen to it. I will hear it. And so thank you for being here. Enjoy Zat's 24-hour live stream challenge, whatever that is. I'm excited to find out myself. And I will see you tomorrow for Friday free for all. Oh, wait! I forgot. They gave us these cool Halloween things to use. Maybe tomorrow we'll play with them. Why don't we do that? Okay, in the meantime, let's go back to, you know what? I think we've dealt with the shadow tonight. Let's go back to the grove and in there. All right, everybody. Thank you. And thank you for your support. Thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for coming back. And we really are trying to build something here. So if this is a chance to get over grievances, to heal, to repair, to move forward. So let's try to do that here. And thank you again. Enjoy Zats. Hang on. There we go. Take care.